Hello everyone, welcome back to the match point. What an eventful weekend. So we thought
Was it?
it was meant to be the most exciting game of the season, but
Boo.
it had an anticlimactic finish. With how Arsenal set up, I think no one expected Arsenal to set up that deep, and as an Arsenal fan, you obviously take the result because we haven't won at the Etihad in probably 8 years.
Since 2015.
Since 2016.
15.
Wasn't it a 2-2 draw?
15.
Nah, 15 was a 2-2 draw. But the one
Like
where we won
last
with
one.
Giroud was
2-0.
2015.
Yeah.
Cazorla scored, I remember.
So we are happy
And
with
Giroud.
the result and we take it. Though, I would say if you're trying to introduce someone to Premier League football and this is supposed to be the biggest fixture, what a poor ad. We are not getting any new fans after that match. But as I said, as an Arsenal fan, we will take the result, and I'd like to know everyone's thoughts about the game.
Let me start. You guys suck. Let me get that out of the way first. Both you, City and Arsenal. I went out of my comfort zone because I don't like hate watches where I know one of the teams I'm hating on is obviously going to win. So I got out of my comfort zone, went and watched your game, hoping this was going to be some united Arsenal 04-05 rivalry reincarnated. We're going to see guys fighting, tackles flying left and right, goals, obviously, controversy. And then I see the lineup and I know this student and his master came
Galaxy
ready for
brain.
it. They came to pass the ball to each other up until they go to the head. City. City is the most predictable team in the league, man. Like, from the back, the ball has to go to Rodri. Then Silva has to find KDB, and KDB is supposed to whoop it in for Haaland. I think Arteta knows that game plan, and literally cut off KDB for majority of the game. He didn't really have a moment in there. There's that boy I called the fraud here a few.
It was meant to be we were supposed to be settling Saka Foden yesterday.
It was a
and they
mid-off.
both got hooked.
It was a mid-off. Like, you guys came prepared in the same way, 4 centre-backs each, unless you guys got on the phone the night before. I mean, your managers and like,
But
this
then
is how I'm
again,
coming,
for
you
the
come
last run of games, that's been Arsenal's back for. For City, you can say Kyle Walker was injured.
whatever.
Ake has played that
Kyle
position.
Walker starts that game fit. If he's fit.
If he's fit, yeah, he
He
starts
starts,
that game.
yes.
Even Stones, I think.
Yeah.
But he
If
was
he's
not
fit. We have that robot. You City guys have that robot up front.
He had no Duracell yesterday. He was running without
You guys
batteries.
charge him? Did you give him a software upgrade? What? Like, he was such. Did he have more than 11 touches in that game?
23.
He had 23.
How many in the opposition box?
No, I don't know about that.
He made Gabriel and Saliba look like prime Vidic and Ferdinand. Like,
I wouldn't say that. I think
mhm.
I think there's overrating of the CB performance in this game.
So
I think it was generally the whole Arsenal team. They all sat back. The formation was what? 6-3-1?
No, you can literally tell when Haaland is when City is having a bad game.
Yeah,
He's
against,
the proxy.
I guess such teams, if you're going to play that low block, he's going to suffer in those
He's
games.
going to suffer.
Exactly. I don't even think in this game particularly, I don't think Alvarez would have also done anything. Because there's the way you guys were Arsenal was so
So
narrow.
compact.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
would
And
say
it's,
those guys had Haaland's number for sure.
Yeah,
Because
but-
if you see all the duels Saliba and Gabriel were participating in with Haaland, because there were many times Haaland could have actually put his foot on something or created his own chance. These guys were on him nothing
only
we're not
chance-
giving you space type.
The only chance he had, he fluffed it.
Yeah, because I didn't see
from the
I didn't
corner
see
when-
Rice or any of the fullbacks engaging with Haaland the whole game. Minus the fact that we did sit back a lot in that game. But all the times you see Haaland was being only engaged by the 2 centre backs. I didn't see him being engaged by any other.
else.
Yeah. So for me that shows me those guys were given a job. I think always gives them a job on Haaland, but
Yesterday, they took it to another level. And you guys had gamblers everywhere. I was sitting I was watching the game with guys that had money on the line.
Overs.
They believed in
overs.
your teams. They believed in
No,
your
I
teams.
was very disappointed in. Like I thought Arsenal were going to go for it
Yeah,
because this is a game where you go for it.
I fully accept that you have to be slightly disappointed in the way Arsenal was a bit, how do I say, timid in their approach when they had the ball, which is very true. Also me in that aspect, I was a bit disappointed. I was like, maybe we are still not that team that can go toe to toe with City in terms of they possess the ball, then we also get back the ball, then
And
we
go,
possess
like-
it. Like no,
yeah.
of course, but we could have been better on like the transitions we had. I think we had very good transitions, maybe like 2 that we could have done better. But overall, when we got the ball, when it was time build up, you could see the boys were a bit timid. I think that game last year.
The work you're doing behind, obviously, you're that compact. There's no space for all those guys. So, some point they're in man to man. Then when City have the ball close to the final third, they fall back. It's like a
mid
back
block.
6.
No, but like still, let me put it like
So
this,
by the time you get the ball, you can't really, because there are some passes Odegaard had. That's not.
but he was tired.
Odegaard.
Okay, yeah, you could say he was
On his
tired.
day.
But no, my thing is still that even build up. Many times we get the ball. We can build up now.
Yeah,
we are not the
People
bad
are-
team anymore.
They just needed
It's-
to be
build
more
up
calm on the
is more
ball.
about just confidence. More really, I think that game also of last season where we went there and these guys just killed us from the get go. I think it's still playing on their heads a bit.
But the thing is, you know the record that Etihad as well.
Yeah, I think all
And
those
you know the
factors.
stakes at what is at hand. You can say Arsenal could have been more adventurous. Everyone can agree you can be more adventurous. But such games, it's very small details.
I
You
don't-
make a mistake at the back, you concede.
Or maybe also Arteta looked at all those games you guys have had with Man City, as interesting as they are for him. I don't think
But-
Arteta is the kind of manager who wants his team to
But then again, what's the
engage in
difference
such a game.
with this game and the game at the Emirates?
Yeah, at
As-
Emirates we had the ball a bit
In the
more.
in the second half, obviously at the Emirates, guys were going for it a bit more. But
Jorginho was giving us that control. Martinelli was more of an outlet.
and we also missed him yesterday as well. Because we practically have no threat. And Gabriel Jesus yesterday was Easter. He was playing like Judas Iscariot.
But I will
He wants
say
to
this.
chop. I don't know how many people are at the edge of the box get into the box. Bro, just shoot. You can get a deflection or anything.
My thing is, even if we're still in the title race, right? We can still go on to win the league, but that game still showed me that we still have a couple of
Obviously, it's
levels
about
to go
progression. Because
to be there, like, cause like, fine, you can say that the Community Shield and the first home game we had against City were a bit better in terms of possession. Weren't like really just mid-blocking it the whole game. We're trying to go for them, you could see. But this one, I think, because of what happened at Etihad their time and all that.
Everyone
but
kept-
also you can just see that
everyone
they still,
kept on harping on the Etihad record. And if you see the game last year and the game yesterday,
Yeah, but like
night and day.
the point I'm trying to make is that you can still see that City is still that ultimate team.
But hasn't City been the standard in world football?
Yeah,
for
that's
the
what I'm
past how
saying.
many
So
years?
for as much as we're progressed and can go to Etihad maybe and be competitive or not lose.
And
I think Arteta was up with that point, but I still think that even him is like, man, nah, I
There
need
needs to
no,
be-
if you
Yeah,
had
it
in
needs to be
the if you
better.
had in the interviews, Saliba, Odegaard, even the manager, they were like, we take the point, but we were disappointed. We could have been calmer on the ball and gone
Yeah,
for
but
it.
then if you wanted to win, do you start wasting time in the first half? Your goalkeeper, right?
But
yeah, okay.
like you have to
that is
go
true.
for it if
on,
you want to win the title.
on away grounds in the league, guys, I've seen Brentford press us to an extent where we are in a low block against Brentford. This is the Prem. You take your chances, whatever you have to do to... Because the thing is this, wasting time messes with City's rhythm. They are not building a constant rhythm. If you waste time, when they get the ball, you press, you'll also win it. But if you keep on letting them have possession, you just clear it straight away. This is what you do if you're going to like a big big race except United. If you play like that against United, I'd be so sad.
But also, my thing is that Arsenal is receiving a lot of like the criticisms for that game.
From
I'm like,
certain neutrals.
even City
that
wasn't
couldn't
that.
do that
Okay, like
against
City had the ball.
Because
True.
United tried
City
to
had
be
the ball,
compact
true, but it's not
against
like they were
City and you got opened up.
It's not like they were peppering our goals.
think-
Not like
I think it's-
constant XG creation type stuff.
I think it's because like if you were first in the table, right?
Mm.
Like if you were the ones that were leading,
Mm.
whether it's goal difference, whether it's points, it doesn't matter. You're first, and then you get that result.
Mm.
I wouldn't be mad, but you're
Yeah.
chasing.
Yeah,
You're
true.
chasing.
We're chasing, but
But you see
That's
that
why you
a
need the
2-point
win.
gap doesn't necessarily mean that it's the end
you
of
see
the world.
why
Yes,
I don't
that-
even put too much stock into yesterday's result in the title run. Where I see that Arsenal faltered that Christmas break run.
Oh yeah.
Those games against Fulham.
Yeah.
So
West
everyone
Ham.
talking about yesterday giving you the boost and whatnot. If you do your business the other side, you wouldn't be worried about. And of which this season, Liverpool and City, by the start of the season, if they tell you from both those teams you're competing for the title, you get 4 points off each of both of them.
You take it. You
You
take it.
take it. So everyone that is putting too much stock into that draw, how much it would boost us.
So Roy
Yeah, but
just
it
says-
That's also true, but see the run-in we've had from the start of this year. We've been on form. We've only conceded 4 goals since the start of the year.
Yeah.
But guys, City is City. Arsenal is the only team that hasn't conceded at the Etihad in how long?
57 games, something like that.
Something.
But
No, I'm telling you, this is the progression.
no, it's a good
Because you
start.
guys
It's
try
a
to
good
be,
result.
you guys
but-
try to be compact against them. You got
This is
turned
not
over.
about United.
No.
This is not about United.
We are comparing. Because if we are
Why are we comparing?
and the thing
Why are you
is,
comparing yourself to
Okay,
the six?
And the
truthfully,
thing
people
is-
expected so much from yesterday.
You let the
That
sport
is-
down.
That is
you,
very
what
now
I'll-
you're here massaging.
what I'll say, it's-
egos. You let the sport down.
It's a good
New-
result.
neutrals-
for the benefit
No.
of one game. It's
neutrals that couldn't do what they are telling us to do against it
It's like that.
are the ones that are more critical of
Hey.
the team than Arsenal fans themselves.
I believed in you.
Anyway, it's a good result for Arsenal, yes, but
I
is
believed
it
in
good
your
enough to go for the title?
Yes,
Yeah.
2 points,
Yes.
9 games.
Is it?
Yeah.
With
It
the, no,
is.
with the run that Liverpool has. Remember, we looked at their games.
because
But Liverpool also has
let me
Europa.
tell you,
Europa has more
no,
games than the
listen.
Champions League.
I would also say this when we are talking about run-ins. Liverpool has a run-in that is like 3 away league games in there. There's a
But everyone has played
There's an
Tottenham,
Aston
Man
Villa.
U, Aston Villa.
no. I'm saying these are away games, and of which even those teams fighting for relegation can
Yeah,
frustrate.
yeah.
So everyone concluded because even on paper, people would say that City has a
Okay,
easier
the thing is,
schedule.
it's obvious.
No,
all the
it's
3
Liverpool.
teams want to be perfect
They
from
would-
like
exactly
from the
If
remaining
Liverpool
games.
win
All of
it
them
on-
want to.
Everyone is perfect,
go on,
and
yeah.
Liverpool tip of the hat to them.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
did
you'd be
what
like,
they
it's
had to
okay,
do.
yeah.
But you can't put that much stock in yesterday when you couldn't beat Fulham and West Ham, which those were some of the easier games you had.
Yeah.
So if you get that result, you take it, and
You
it's
still
about the progression from last season to now.
I can't curse, but I mean,
Wow.
the progression is man. Me, I was watching for the love of the game. I was watching for the love of the
For the
game.
love
No, I
of the game,
wouldn't say-
guys did not
honestly,
enjoy themselves
I also
yesterday.
can't say I'm happy with such a match because let me see, like the first
Of course, I don't want that to be like. I don't want that to be like maybe say we are going to Allianz and Ateta is setting up like that.
Yeah, but now
No,
everyone
but
is
then that's what you needed.
everyone is smearing it against us like we play pragmatic football.
Yeah,
like,
you see-
like we haven't scored 37 goals
That's the thing. Like
since the start of
that's
the
what I
year.
wanted to make. Thank you for bringing me to that. I'm like, okay, yes, fine. We bored you guys yesterday. It's fine.
every
City
game
and
has
Arsenal bored
different
you, but like
dynamics.
still, regardless, these are like what? And City and Arsenal like the 2 best scoring teams in the league right now.
All the 3.
All the 3.
Yeah, all the 3.
Yeah, Arsenal has scored the most. I think followed by is it City? Yeah, I think it's City. Then followed by Liverpool. So you cannot tell me. And then after even that, like in terms of XG conceded, I think Arsenal first,
Now,
then
our,
City.
our
So you cannot tell me like
Our
the two
defense
top,
is
the two
solid.
top teams in those stats. Fine, if they bored you guys in that one game, the
'Cause-
logic should not just be thrown out and like, man, these teams, man, they bore us because other games they slap
'Cause
guys.
I would
So
say what-
would I say?
what everyone is basing on is like the second half performance
Yeah,
Liverpool
of
had
course.
at Anfield against City, and guys were going for it.
But you could
Yeah,
see
we
also how
survived.
Liverpool could have easily lost it by going for it.
That's
It
what I'm
became
saying.
so
It's
tennis match.
It's fine margins. And
fine
on
margins.
any given day, you could be on the wrong. But as a fan of football, all of us want end-to-end football.
You want your team to go there and play your style. Yeah. Sometimes
But
you just
no,
have to.
yesterday no one did that. And of which you have to commend, however much people will be mad at Arsenal, you have to commend that defense. Because other teams have set up like, you always end up getting broken up. Yesterday,
Other
guys
teams
were
set
solid.
up low blocks against City and they get pummed.
So,
No,
you,
but I
you,
also don't think City.
Was on it yesterday. Yes, they were.
Yeah, I don't
but
think they
could we say like
implemented-
the whole of this season, City hasn't been at there? This isn't one of the most interesting
I don't know.
City teams we've seen in the league.
To me, it's like
I wouldn't say
nothing
that.
has really changed from the
Nah.
way they were playing last season. Like, I don't even mean that in a bad way. I still
I
think
do.
they are.
I do. They're very predictable. That Nike
Did you predict the
advert
3-0? This guy.
That Nike football advert where football is going to be taken over by robots and clothes. We are seeing that shit with Pep right
Nah.
now. Huh? It's what he's doing.
Pep guys,
You don't
Pep
want
guys
to
have
do
no
it.
flair.
No
They're
flair.
not
It's
allowed
just
to.
get it to the wing.
Teams come and play like the way they played yesterday. Like I told you,
You
before
guys
the
can
before the
score-
match.
You guys can score. No offense. You guys can score 4 or 5 goals, and I'll still find your game very boring.
It's fine. We're not
This is
we're not
City.
trying to
City,
impress
not
Waji in Uganda. The thing is, what I'm trying to say is like before the games, I told you that like teams that come at us, Chelsea, Tottenham, Liverpool, like
And now those
they,
are fire
Aston
games.
Villa, they come and get like a result.
They
Like
come and get a
they
result.
stress us, and I'm like, and even there, it pushes City to now show their actual quality.
Yeah.
Exactly, and that's what
But
I
when
wanted
you
to
come
see
on-
yesterday.
On
Yeah,
some,
and even I fully everyone, even me as an Arsenal fan, I really thought that's what we're going to get a version of that yesterday. Like
Yeah,
the
and,
team were trying
and we're
to
stressed.
show City that man, you guys were also grown. But
believe
at the end of the day, if you're going to the treble winners, if you can't win,
Don't
get
lose.
beaten.
Don't lose,
That's
yeah,
Don't
true.
get beaten and reassess from there.
go and die like a man.
But how did you guys feel about the ref though?
He was favoring City.
If you know, if ever does
Nah.
also certain
Certain
points.
extent, but
Yeah.
we could
Like,
also say
not
City
giving
guys
out
would have
cards.
been carded for dissent. 'cause
I think he was
every
I
time
think
they were
he-
crowding.
You see, I think the
He tried
referee.
to control the game.
I think the
the way
referee
he
went
could.
into that match like everyone else thinking it was going to be like
Hot.
end to end. So I think he was trying to let things like
Flow.
But
Trying
then
to
guys were
instigate
like,
some
"Oh,
feeling, some emotion.
yeah, I think it was really. I think he was
What
trying
was-
to let the game go like
But it was just
keep
some.
moving.
But
Brother.
all these game changers, supposed big game, no one showed up yesterday.
No one.
Yeah, on the
Frauds.
If you see, but you see that thing, the slander Saka gets after every howl. Like,
come
yes.
on.
That
But
boy
Saka
looks
was
so.
very bad.
It's
yesterday.
hilarious.
There's actually some.
No, but he didn't play international football as well. He has been injured.
Yeah, but I was like, bro,
Okay.
Gavidol is a defender holding.
I know he was supposed to
Yeah,
go at
winger.
him.
Oh man, how is he just passing you like this?
By the way,
But you see, the thing is, with the setup as well, the wingers weren't holding that width like they usually do.
They were falling back.
So every time they are tracking back,
Like
tracking
makeshift
back.
wing backs. I know.
but
But
the guy who shocked me most in the game was Homeboy. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but you just said it.
Gabriel.
Yeah, he's a centre back moving like that.
That's how he has
his
been
ball
playing the whole
manipulation
He's
is
season.
like
top tier.
that.
I think that's why Pep.
He just
played him
hasn't
there.
fit into
The
the
centre back
properly.
position.
So they've moved him there. He has been at centre
He
back.
attacks properly. He makes the
That's,
right decision.
that's literally what he's been doing the whole
No, he
season.
goes and gets the software.
Okay, I think, but man, yesterday I don't know. Okay, perhaps also I can say I don't watch that many City games, but the ones I watched, I see him doing that, but it would look like ordinary, like kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if you
Yesterday
tell-
it looked
if you-
more
yeah,
pretty,
if-
more
if you
fluid.
tell- It
more-
should be like same like if you tell Akanji or Ake to hold the width.
Yeah,
and do
yeah,
that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But yesterday it seemed
looked
like
fluid.
It looked so like he was the only guy. Actually, what I would say, Gavidol was making sure City gets up the top part of the pitch more than their build up. You just get the ball, drive through.
But
like two
again,
guys.
there was no threat
There was
because
none.
Yeah, that's
however
the
much
thing.
he held, sometimes a Kanji would also overlap and keep that width there. By the time the ball goes to him, they've already closed it down. Or if it goes into the box, it's been cleared. So you have to commend Arsenal for how they defend because
Also, yesterday,
having that concentration over I
For
don't know
the
how
whole
many
game,
minutes
yes.
of the game.
I think yesterday showed why Pep let go of Jesus. Man, he's a bit.
I told you that guy
Guys, be
BCM
careful.
merchant.
Not even BCM match. I think
No, but-
he gets into his head too much for a striker. He overthinks the
The
chance.
Just
first
shoot,
chop,
yeah.
shoot.
Just shoot. Like why are you trying to turn all those three
All
guys?
those-
You can just see that he's not confident of the shots he's about to take. That's
Ain't
what-
this homie tell us a few weeks ago he wants favela takers on his team.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
of course. I
But
like it, but like,
sometimes he overdoes it. Okay,
Sometimes-
you've done it the first time.
We had
The
a pod
second
here
time.
where I asked you, do
can
you
cook me for that. That
would
was
you
true.
take a killer or would you take a favela taker? What would you? What did you guys tell
But
me?
Yomuze, you can't
Don't.
participate in that game. And
Eh.
with the defensive work we were doing, you
No,
think,
no.
Man.
If he got in the position,
He got
Jesus,
his
obviously
positions
that-
like 3 times, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
But
what I'm
then
saying. You're
that
in,
one chance was the best.
you're in the
but
box. You're doing too much, bro.
you're doing too much.
Shoot,
Like,
shoot.
and every time you twist a defender, you're giving chance to other guys to compare.
Close you
I
down.
want my favela taker. I told you, you need a killer. You need a killer in these
But not-
last games.
Yeah,
true. You need a killer.
Yeah,
But the
just-
center forward play was abysmal yesterday. To which you saw what Rekin said about Erling Haaland, likening him to a
Fraud.
League 2 player for his
But you
all-round
know,
play.
the funny thing is,
But everyone accepts that in front of goal, he has his chances. He's probably the deadliest finisher
Yeah,
in the
No
league.
one
Yeah.
better.
But then, in a game, if things are not going your way, how are you helping your team
So
with
you-
your all-round play?
Is
But
not-
you'd
let me-
want
let-
him to play like Hurricane did
no, let me
with
say
Lazio?
this. I
No,
thought
exactly.
last
Relax.
season.
I'm
eh,
not even done yet. Yesterday, how many times could Haaland have a chance to pin back his defender and hold up the play and be the hub around
Yeah,
those
this
guys
one I
around
say
him?
because last season when we went to Etihad and we got slapped 4, Haaland did all that. So me, I thought actually he had taken his game up that level. Like he had stopped being that predator.
But he doesn't show it
So
enough.
I'm a bit proud like how like the what this same conversation has come back again this season because I really thought for him he had now unlocked that level of his game. If you remember that game last season, a lot of the times how we were opened up his long ball Haaland
Transition is
pins it on
good.
himself. Then I thought maybe he had worked on that part.
No,
of the game.
he's
So
it's selective. It's like a selective button. These guys.
Oh,
And
wow.
then against specific
they didn't
team.
put the settings.
They didn't put the settings in yesterday.
Okay.
But that's what pisses me off with City when they find okay with Haaland. God forbid he plays United. Then you will see.
You guys can't
best
defend like that.
best
So.
player in the world. We
Yeah,
can.
there's-
We
there's
can.
You
No.
can't.
No.
You can.
You
No.
can't.
We are not talking about
We've
United.
not yet
Forgive me
reached-
for
we've not
even
yet
Yeah,
reached
you
you guys.
but you
yesterday.
can't.
forgive me for even mentioning it at all. But you remember what Henry was telling him, I think last season?
Yeah.
Like when the goals are not going for you, how can you assert yourself in the game to help your other teammates? Because he wasn't the only one who drew a blank. That other white boy who's also a robot drew a blank. I don't know who was, KDB, the one with the
He
fancy.
didn't have his best game. I could count like 3 instances where Declan
He-
Rice cuts him off.
Exactly.
He
Rice
woke
had
up
his
like in
number.
the last
Actually, I think Rice had a better game.
Rice had a quiet game.
Who?
Everyone had a quiet game. There's no one that you can
The
really
best, the
say.
best players on the team are defenders.
Defenders.
Literally.
Both
Because your
sides.
managers got on the phone the previous night and were like, "Hey, bro, let's
Let's draw it up.
let's draw it."
The neutrals. This is what was killing me. Yes, because
Some
everyone,
hetero
Guys
vibe.
with money, great
everyone prefaces it by saying, as a neutral. Let me tell you what would have happened yesterday if Arsenal loses and United
no
fans say,
mentality.
poor mentality,
They're not ready
inexperience,
yet,
they
yeah.
haven't learned. You're the
For the love of the game.
I think
We
also
all-
Arteta
we all
looked
know
at it and
whatever
said,
agendas everyone
no,
has.
for the love
No,
of
no,
the
no,
game,
Because
for the-
if they go there and they get pumped there like they didn't learn anything from last season,
No.
then they set up like that. You obviously have your opportunities, you don't take them. Now everyone is mad at you for not going at it.
Okay.
Yet you didn't
Even,
close.
okay, let me give you a scenario.
Do you
Even
guys-
if we go there and give like a very good performance where guys clap and me like Arsenal went for it but they lost what still
All that
that's
is for
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah, it's for
that
nothing.
be for nothing cause
No,
still
we'll
making
be
that making that gap now on City, making back that gap on City and Liverpool by that time. With 9 games to go, it will be basically
We
impossible.
watch the game for entertainment.
But if your
Don't
team
be
is not
entertained in other
if your
games.
team is not providing you entertainment, we are sorry to
when
disappoint
you guys watch
guys.
United, do you get bored? Either we are on the receiving
Jesus.
end, but you.
Ah no, because we want to see you lose.
Yeah, we hate
It's
watching.
the same thing.
watching, but
It's the same thing. You also want to see the other team. You also want to see
You want-
No.
an Arsenal lose.
Okay, my game against Liverpool. I don't think any of you cared who won, right? But you enjoyed it, right?
Yeah, it was a good
And
game
it
for the
was
neutral.
open.
Yeah,
very
it was
good.
end to
Even
end.
Chelsea City for the 4-4, I didn't care who won.
Who won? Yeah, it was end to end.
Yeah, but
But
Tottenham-
Chelsea has those
Tottenham
games
as
against
well.
the big teams.
so I'm saying, in the
that's
grand
calm.
scheme of things, if you're taking entertainment over getting a result, how does that help you if you lose? Because we've seen it, all these
Why don't you win while giving us the entertainment?
all these 37 goals this year, that wasn't entertainment.
You'll do that stuff against Luton
So
or whatever.
let me ask you.
Yeah, come and watch us against Luton.
Let me ask you, if you're speaking like that, in the top 5, who has City taken 3 points off? Anyone in the top
Why?
5?
Top 5.
Who have they taken points off? You
No
guys,
one.
you don't count yourselves. You are trying
Yeah,
to
I was
insert
going to
yourself.
If you can say they have taken like 2 points.
No, I'm saying three. Who have
No,
they
no, they
beaten in
haven't
the
won.
top 5? So
They
that's
haven't
what I'm
won.
saying.
But that's not a big deal. Because last season we were losing against small teams.
Yeah.
But
The points are
you
the
see,
same.
you see, yeah, I'll say the thing is, this season the game City have lost. Would you believe the teams that have beaten them?
Arsenal,
There's a Wolves loss in there.
Aston Villa.
There's a Newcastle loss in there. There's a Aston Villa loss in there.
Newcastle was in FA Cup.
Yeah, but I'm in the Prem.
Wolves, Aston Villa,
Hey,
Arsenal.
me, I'm
But
just.
man, Pep is crazy. Pep is the only guy who can like have this record against the top 6, and the guy is like he's still there. He's like he's there.
Yeah, I'd be shocked that we're still actually.
Man, like that shit.
3 points off Liverpool,
crazy.
because I'm like-
It's so crazy. Because even last season, the way they started, like the first half of the season, I guarantee you, if any other team starts the first half of the season like that, they are not winning.
But everyone knows City as the team that
yeah, they come
catches
into their
fire.
own. They come into their own.
these are their months.
Guys start seeing their oil bonuses reducing at
But
the
this
end
is
of the
actually a
season.
tricky period, yeah? Because we have 2 games and then Madrid next
Real
week.
Madrid. If
Yeah.
Arsenal, so
Yeah,
Yeah, because
but
they're
also-
even
yeah.
midweek games. We also play midweek.
What?
Oh, Bayern is not playing during the weekend? Because
During-
Spain is not playing the weekend. They're going straight.
Bayern, let me check.
Yeah, today there are Spanish games. I saw there are Spanish games. In England, it's only Championship. Then
Tomorrow,
Premier League starts
again.
tomorrow
Yeah.
till Thursday.
Yeah,
Then
then,
games on
on
the weekend
then you
again.
go
Then
for
Champions
Champions.
League the other week.
And I'm like, when do guys
So it's a
rest?
packed. It's also a packed schedule of games. But we could say
Yeah, Bayern
The
plays,
neutral.
Bayern plays next weekend.
The
not
neutrals are
playing
having fun.
This weekend, like 6th what?
They lose to Dortmund this week.
they did.
No, I'm saying like, oh, they're playing the next. They have a game.
Yeah,
Oh,
they have a
okay.
game, yeah.
You're washing Bayern, don't you?
No, we are not going to Champions League. We are talking about Prem at the moment.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying the schedule
So-
is crazy.
It is.
Crazy for all the teams involved.
No.
Like Europe and
For
Because
us,
both Arsenal and
Crazy.
Bayern play on Saturday.
for us, the neutrals we love.
Tuesday.
It.
So
The neutrals
crazy.
we
Yeah.
love.
I know
It.
what you're
This
playing
season,
on Saturday.
you have no.
Who are you playing on Saturday? Because I know your next game is Luton. Who's on Saturday?
it's
Brighton.
Brighton away. Brighton away.
Oh, Arsenal.
It's a tough game.
And then you have Bayern at home where you have to do your business.
Yeah. It's about it's time for
It's
it's
an
time for
inside
Arsenal to
rule.
stand on business.
Yeah,
if
that
want
was
to.
his-
If they want to get labeled past that stuff of like
Isn't
not-
Luton like in the bottom 3?
Yeah, but they make
So
you fight.
But
They're
they
only
score.
off-
They score.
they're
They
only
make you
scored
fight like for 18
They only
consecutive
offer
games.
18 players because of goal difference.
Okay.
No, they would
17.
actually.
17th, right?
And they have
Yeah, I
scored
mean,
in
yeah,
how
they're
many
off
games?
17.
Brighton isn't the Brighton of last season, so
But at
But
any
they
one
s-
moment, this is
Those
they
guys
stress
can turn up
Liverpool.
on any.
Liverpool,
build up.
Liverpool players are also mentally challenged. legit.
Oh, wow. But anyway,
Any team can whoop them.
So after yesterday's result, is Liverpool a favorite for the
You have to
It's
trophy?
theirs
say,
to
you have
lose.
say. You have to say, you
No.
lose 2 points ahead.
Because when we were there, it was also ours to lose. Now it's Liverpool's.
It's
to
always
lose.
yours to lose when you're on top because you have to do what you have to do. You have to basically either keep winning and these other guys drop off, or you keep winning and if these other guys are winning, PK.
But then
No,
it's
I
going to
still
be
think
very hard.
Arsenal is the
It's gonna be
favorite.
hard.
I don't
Have
think,
you seen our fixtures?
yeah, but you're still the favorite.
And we have the lowest.
That's why
probability
guys are
of
saying
winning
Tottenham.
out of
Tottenham
the
may be
three.
the team that decides.
But you know, we no longer play them fast. Like, because we are in the FA Cup semi-final, so
Yeah.
the schedule changed.
Yeah,
so
you guys, yeah.
so now
yeah.
it's Liverpool. I think
They're
it's
going to
You
Liverpool.
guys have
schedule
to
it.
see us.
Yeah, even
Bro, if
we have to see man.
Those
You have
guys-
to see us.
I mean, it's come. That'd be the biggest disappointment if we can't beat those guys.
This
This United team.
Oh no, it would be very,
'Cause
very big.
With the way if we set up like that, how we set up against City, against United,
Against United, set up like
You
that.
can't set it. Those guys have nothing to offer.
Let me tell you something with those 11 players that wear red.
But you know the crazy thing is that the first game we had against United, we were actually set up in the mid block. This is
It was a tight game.
not tight game per se, but
Till-
we didn't want to get caught out by Onana's kicks on the transition.
These guys are transition guys. They have nothing to
So we
offer.
basically just
That
stayed
scoreline
pressing
in the
from
first
the middle.
leg lies to you. That game was
Did
Did you win or did you
3-2.
The
lose?
game was
3-2.
closer,
It was
closer
close.
than that scoreline suggests.
Then they clutched it up. And
You scored those 2 goals in the last what?
Yes,
5
but that's
minutes?
did they
Judge.
score them or they didn't score them? Do they count to a win or they
Okay.
don't?
Who got the
thank
3
you.
One
points?
thing I know about our fixture, it doesn't matter if I'm 10, I could even be 12. If those players see Arsenal on that calendar coming up,
Yeah, they're going to
they're
show
going to
up.
put on one of their best performances.
It's just that we were saying like
Out
this
of,
is the
out
best time
of,
to play.
out of the Rashford goal, I don't see anything else. You might hold for.
You will still see us.
Game, I think those games of us going guys 5-4 gum like
Now it's
every 3
business.
games. every you're playing every 3 days. Man,
But
it's now business.
What I would say is
Your big games where we'll even have to just be like
some
1
of
nil
our
and
most
go.
of our fixtures in the Prem are going to be home away, home away, home away. I don't know how Liverpool somehow has 3 away fixtures in a row, but it's still all to play for because
It's all to play
there are
for.
still points to be dropped. Don't be too sure that one person is going to catch fire and win all their remaining games.
That's the thing.
Someone is going to drop
But
points
the thing is,
somewhere.
it could also very likely happen like
Yeah,
that.
'cause
Because
Liverpool-
especially minus Arsenal first. It's our first bad B. But like these other guys have been here before. Any of them can also just decide to
I have a
start
dream.
winning.
Bro, you have no horse in the race.
I have a dream.
You can keep dreaming. You're
But it's-
fighting for conference league.
But like it's very, very, very possible for Liverpool to go 9 games.
That's what I'm saying.
9 wins in a row.
Because
It's
they have
very
been
possible.
there.
They have been there. Their schedules.
They have chased City all the way to like
Their games are not
last
that.
day.
Of course, every game right
And
now is
then-
important, but
Klopp goes off into the sunset.
no, we don't want
like
it to
that.
happen. That one, I don't want it to happen.
Man, we can't allow that to happen. Need Liverpool guys to be like,
No, they also have to
all
see
this
us.
for nothing.
They also have
You're going
see-
to open legs for Liverpool.
Now, man, the United know have to do something for us. You
Though
guys.
usually Liverpool actually draws at
OT.
OT.
Yeah.
Really?
No. That there was that older period where they were whooping us.
What are
By the
your?
way.
I would have checked their last fixtures, but I know Liverpool has collected
All of
some
you
draws at OT.
Bar that other oil money team, you have to see us. But
No one is scared of you. If you think you're very
It's
scary,
not.
Sawa. Sawa.
you're not 1999
Clip it.
United.
Clip it.
Also, you clip yourself thinking you're Martin Luther King dreaming.
Nah,
No, but
that's
it's
true.
not, you guys are not all that. Like you're very beatable.
I've already spoiled Klopp's quadruple dream.
Bro,
I just need to spoil your
I bet those
treble.
guys were going for it.
I still have to spoil your treble, and I have to spoil you from winning the league. So
We're not
I will
even-
take this season's outcome as long as those two.
We're not
happen.
even in the treble yet. When we reach if we reach a final,
No, if you go through Madrid, no one's stopping you from winning that.
Basically,
If you win,
the team that beats Madrid usually just.
exactly.
and
Once you
people, I saw people on the timeline saying they don't want to see a City Arsenal Champions League
I
semi.
think they will have to go for it. Like, they won't-
I have to
Ah, yeah,
see
if
that
we
stuff
play
yesterday
like that
again.
in a semi, no, I wouldn't want it.
Eh?
Either
I
we
think-
we
I
both
think-
go for it.
Yeah,
It's-
well, I think
it's-
everyone will have to go for it.
But guys,
no one wants to reach like
You
the
want to
second leg
spend-
of that fixture. You're going up to 180, then you have a game like after
Boss.
3 days.
whatever you have to do, or why you're going to pens, none of you guys with your beautiful football.
So-
Wasn't Mourinho winning trophies by being pragmatic
I'm
at
a Mourinho guy.
certain extent?
But you was on top of the table. That's what I was saying. Like, no one
Who?
would be mad if you were on top of the table and you were doing that.
No,
You get-
this is not even about the.
Me, I'm
table.
talking about competition football is very different from.
Oh, you mean in the champion?
Hey, me, I'm
Ah,
talking
no,
about
that's different,
champs.
that's different.
Competition football is very different from the league.
Why would an Arsenal fan know about Champions?
Whatever, boss.
man.
We've reached the final, boss. Don't front like
You've
guys
reached-
You haven't played
Guys
Champions League
haven't-
in 7 years.
guys haven't been to the. You're about to start collecting Also, you guys have had gaps here, and you've had years.
You guys have also been going
And
there
this year, you're
7, and you've never won it, and
Why
you're
you
here
keep
coaching
looking
us on
in top
competition
four?
football.
No,
Brother.
boss, we watch football. I might be an Arsenal fan, but don't limit my knowledge to only knowing Arsenal. We watch football. We watch the competitions and we see how teams
But Arsenal has no
participate.
experience in that
That's
competition.
very true.
Especially that young
In
team.
recent years.
Yeah,
Saka has never
but
played
a lot
champion.
could be said for the current guys. Bar City by Liverpool,
You mean the England team?
but Chelsea. I'm
In
telling
what sense?
English teams. You guys, when was the last time you real made a real champion run?
It was there.
Ah,
It was
so?
there.
I don't know what we are doing
Why,
here.
when was the last time you were like in a
the
quarter
shots
or
you're
something?
trying to take and not be objective.
No, I'm not the one talking about Champions League competition.
No, but
football.
this all started by me saying no one wants to see a
Pragmatic,
City
yeah.
Arsenal semi-final.
Yeah, I
And
saw
people are
those
talking
takes
about
last night.
they
I saw
want
those takes.
I'm like, boss, competition football, you do whatever you have to do to win, even if it takes you to penalties. Croatia made a whole run to a
World
final,
Cup final.
by going to extra time. So whoever you get, beautiful football at that stage doesn't matter.
So my thing is, for Arsenal fans watching this, would you prefer if Arteta haram this way to all those trophies, or
Easily.
or
I
would you watch?
I wouldn't-
No, because at the end of the day, like everyone's going to say,
the owners
what's the
are there,
output? What's the
stamped.
output? Yeah.
That's all that matters.
So then we should.
But there are some guys, there are some guys in the
And
table. We
okay,
won't mention names.
if we have said
But
that,
there are some
I
guys. on paper,
guarantee
you're
you,
supposed to
Arteta has
harass
many
them.
games coming up where for him he's going to bore our guys intentionally. He's going to be like,
No, but now I feel. Do you feel like you're going to be tested? Like
Yeah, well, yeah.
because, no, I'm saying like in terms of your squad, you already have a couple of injuries here and there.
I think.
no, I think we're having guys
No, we are
coming
coming.
back
we are having
actually.
guys
No,
coming,
do you
except,
really
like,
feel like they are ready? Like I feel like Saka looked off.
Yeah, Saka
I feel like
looked off.
Martinelli was also
that
rushed.
gimmick. We
No.
know it. We know that
I know it.
gimmick.
People. Someone
We
did a
know it. We
compilation.
know
of
it. I
him.
know it.
Someone did a compilation of him limping after every
Every
howler.
stinker.
Exactly.
Him and Rashford. It's like they cook
No,
that up
Rashford is on a
together.
different level, though.
Whenever there's a
Rashford
stinker,
has been in that
let's
gutter
limp.
for
So-
stinkers this year.
Rashford
But
is a
let's-
PR guy.
and they
But
limp
I'm saying,
off.
like, do you feel like you have the players to go for it? Like, do you think you are? Because you say 3 days, 3 days, 3 days, 3 days.
The thing is, Arteta has never been the best about utilizing his squad. Like bench guys. That's the
so
truth.
yeah, his rotations. at
His
times have
rotation
been
is very
questionable.
bad. He usually picks his 11 players and sticks with them. Well, so when we're coming up on this period, Arteta is going to have to like unlock that step now in his career, like utilizing all these players. So the only way we can know if we're ready is now for us to actually now get tested, and we have to see like maybe 60th minute you're 1-0 or you're a goal down against Bayern and nothing is working. Can you bring in like Thomas Partey or Fabio Vieira to do something? So what Vanessa is saying is too bad, man. We have to get there now to see if Arteta is ready now to fully utilize his whole squad.
Yeah, but for the squad issue, I would say the only person probably with an ego currently is Saka. These Partey guys and
Partey,
Tomiyasu match fitness.
match fitness is what's going.
'Cause yesterday
but
even-
now it's coming every 3
I mean,
days.
I said Tomiyasu, right? Because for Tomiyasu yesterday, first time he was on, Doku had him. First minute, I'm like, this guy is dead. Then Partey took
Also,
some minutes to settle in. But
settle, yeah.
I would say our squad, we are better off where we are this year than we were last year.
That's true. That's true. We
Because
have,
everyone is rounding into, I wouldn't say form, but people are coming back. I don't know if Urian Timber plays football this season at all. But he has
all
been-
the talk around him is like he will play football.
He
Yeah,
has been
I've
training.
seeing
So
him
I would
training,
say we should be able to have a full squad. However, the coach rotates and uses his players. That will be to see. But to say if we are ready, we just have to go and
go and
do
watch.
it.
Yeah,
we
we
have
have-
to play every game and see how it plays out.
Yeah,
That's all
and
I
then
can
that's
say
what I'm
about
saying.
that.
We have to have games. I'm sure there are going to be games. Maybe Havertz not scoring, and that whole beating the press and going long to Havertz not working. We have bringing like Jesus, and Jesus has to deliver. Like none of this. I'm too in my
But
head.
you know
nonsense.
him. If he's dribbling for too long, he's going to miss
That's
chances.
the problem. That's the problem.
Guys, it's
so
still-
the guys have to
It's
get
still Easter. Go easy on me.
Bro, if you saw the timeline yesterday,
I
think
know.
Christ didn't race.
Oh,
Everyone
yeah,
was
so
cursing
I
at
hate
Jesus.
yeah.
You're wondering.
You know, the crazy thing is, I started seeing this like a bad side of Jesus like last season when You know that period of games when we really started showing guys that
You are the last person to criticize Gabriel Jesus.
No, okay.
We have you on record.
I said I like takers. Then they say I mean two things can be true at the same time, bro. So
I want
There's
my
this-
favela takers.
there's this like he gets so frustrated with himself, and it tends to affect his game.
Affect him, man.
It
Yeah.
tends to affect him so much. Like he can't just be like one bad action and let me put
Move
it out.
on.
For him, one bad action, then he's like, no, okay, now I come back, I have to dodge this guy because I failed to dodge him. Then they handle him again. Then he gets stressed.
So you need a mentality monster. You would take a mentality monster
A killer.
over
The
your.
killer.
But
You have one guy
but
knocked out.
that's for that season. That's what we have, and
Yeah.
we have to
finish
work
it.
with what we
That's
have.
what I'm saying. But that
None of you-
all
none
goes
of you-
back to Arteta. Looking at what do I have and like how do I
How
make
can I
these
use
guys
them?
go past that final hurdle? How do I make them look?
You guys haven't criticized Trossard for yesterday's chant.
I think it was going to be offside if they had called it. But
Yeah,
It looked offside,
looked
but
off.
still, you have to
That's-
square the ball.
so that's why I'm not really trying. I thought
No,
I might talk
but
about it.
and now those are the margins we are talking about in a match.
I think that was
Let's say he's
probably the
onside and he
TL
squares
chance.
it, and that's I think the clearest chance we had yesterday.
Yeah. I had hope in you bums. I mean, you guys. So sorry. So sorry.
We shall get to United because a lot of what you're saying, I know what we would say about your team, but I would say that chance. But then again, in the
It's
two
also-
games we played City this season, they've only had 2 shots on target, and both of them are from corners.
So we have like what? It's no longer top 6. It's what? Big 3 or Big Me? Which one is it?
Ah man,
No, but someone was
it's a
saying you
top
Chelsea and
3.
I live United out.
yeah, someone was saying you Chelsea and Tottenham must need to
Yeah,
relax. Yeah.
But you still have to see us
It's fine
for your title. We could
you
spoil
guys saw
it.
them already, right?
We finished.
That's fine, but
No,
what
them.
would piss me off is if we don't go to OT and thrash those guys.
Man, that we also
Because those
be
guys
bad.
stink.
Very bad. Because the last season we were a better team than them and we still lost at OT. So
That's what I'm
This is,
saying.
not,
Like,
this is not last season.
it doesn't matter.
No, that's the thing. Those guys just wake up for you guys.
I'll
And then they
say
go
the
back
hate
to factory
is-
safe.
The hate will
at least
fuel
at
us.
least they be like at least they look at us and say at least one game.
I dream of a guard of honor at Old Trafford.
Man, me too. Me too.
That's what.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
your
good.
third last game.
Isn't it our second last game? Or
Third last.
Third
Second.
last, I think.
Second last or third last?
Second last.
But the kind of order you gave us was hard. With
Yeah,
your
those-
old boy.
You used to be a reputable club, but now whatever is going on there, I don't know.
We will be back. I just need to get past a few terrorists and we'll be back.
But so Van, what are your views for like City going forward? Do you still see them capitalizing all the remaining games and going on to probably win it again? Because to me, I still think City has the easier fixtures down the line.
Vanessa, what do you think?
What do you think? Do you guys have to win all your games to still win the league?
I don't think we have the easier fixtures. I still look at Liverpool. Their only hard way is
Yeah, Liverpool to me also.
is United at home or at their place? It's an Anfield.
They're going away.
Oh, it's at OT.
Yeah,
Yeah, then that's their hardest. We still have Aston Villa, just like you said. We
Aston
haven't
Villa is at your place.
we haven't beaten any top 5 side. Aston Villa is top
You
4.
guys are going to turn over Aston Villa.
I'm not going to say anything.
What?
You've literally seen the game.
What?
I'll say like Unai has seen the game plan that Arteta has used. Let's just
Yeah, they were saying
they
everyone
have-
has given.
yeah, and they have and
Arteta
they,
has given managers a blue. But you can't. Not everyone can do it.
no,
like that.
they can. I think Aston Villa can pull it off, and they actually have, should I say,
All they-
wingers on form
All they
to
used
get
to spank that man.
in good, like in attacking football.
In
it was-
attacking football.
I don't know how you used
And
to do it.
Ole was a PE manager. So you can't tell me your Professor Arteta could, of all the game plans he could come up with, yesterday's was the best to get
4
the
out
result.
of 6.
Man, you can only
Hey.
used to strip for Liverpool, but Arteta has still having Liverpool's number. So
Not all the time. He only stripped for Liverpool his last season, which was a terrible season. But prior to that, he's like
Still
second
trying to
season.
find the
But what I would say is
last
that
running of games.
we are still 3 points behind Liverpool. I don't know.
No,
I don't even know how.
Whatever is going to happen, City is not forfeiting.
I wouldn't write it off
You're not forfeiting.
at the
because
same time, man, there's always that eerie feeling that City is going to leave this season with something.
No, they
I
may
wouldn't
take
write it off.
Champy or No, but they have to see us.
I want to see that City.
You really think
I want
you're
to
going
see
to do
that
something
City,
in FA Cup?
Madrid.
That's what I want to. I want to see your final against United.
That's if you even pass Coventry. You're going too far.
Let me tell you something. The
Manchester
only
City,
way,
Madrid
the
game.
only way Ten Hag survives the sack this season is if he spoils it for City in an FA
Do you
Cup
think he
final.
can?
Yeah.
How?
That boy has juju. I can't even explain.
Nah.
As long as his job is under fire, you will not beat him. I promise you.
Personally, I'll be
Once he gets that notice, that 14 or too much notice that hey, if you don't
Hey,
turn
they
this,
won them before. I thought they just tell you, bro.
No, but I think you see the signs.
message, you got the directors.
I think you get.
Yeah, I thought
you can smell the
But you
air.
can't know. All
You
those
can
guys
smell
know they're
it.
talking. Like they'll be like,
yeah,
That
all they
game,
knew. Yeah,
like
all they knew.
his press conferences over the last few games prior to the Liverpool game, this was someone who was always making excuses. The team is still young. You
But
can't.
he's still making it.
Yeah, even
he
now.
never takes
That is a person
responsibility.
who's trying to keep his job, trying to make someone watching or his bosses see that. Hey, it's
So you
not
don't
all
think
the
he's
way.
part of Ineos's plan? Like,
I think.
You're talking about Gareth Southgate. I would want to see how that works.
Or like that.
Nah, then keep
the
Osama
the
bin Laden.
Sporting what? Lisbon manager. I mean, what-
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Whatever the case, I don't see Bin Laden, Osama.
Ten Hag.
I don't see Ten Hag.
Staying.
No, if he has that
I
notice,
say-
if he has that notice that hey, you give City another treble on your head, you're going.
I wouldn't say we're in a treble yet. Last
If
season.
you go past Madrid, no one's stopping
So
you. from
even
taking-
that,
I
even
think okay. To me, really, when I really saw that, wow, City.
but wait, you have to see Chelsea. And
that's what I'm
Chelsea-
saying. Like
Chelsea
I
has
don't.
your number.
Until
Chelsea
I'm in
were
the
in the
final.
Prem.
No, FA Cup.
FA Cup
FA.
semi-final.
Until I'm in the final, I'm not going to say we're in a treble.
That's true.
Even last season, until we actually got through with Madrid, until Arsenal started sleeping, until we got to the FA Cup final, I was still not believing it. Because anything we can beat Madrid and then we go and fumble it.
115 charges, the sport would be dead.
So let me read the next 9 games for the top 3.
Yeah.
So that we have context as to why. We'll see whatever opinions everyone has on what team has the easier fixtures. This is Liverpool's running. Sheffield at home, United away, Crystal Palace at home, Fulham away, Everton away, West Ham away, Tottenham home, Aston Villa away, Wolves home. Arsenal's next 9 fixtures are Luton at home, Brighton away, Aston Villa home, Wolves away, Chelsea home, Tottenham away, Bournemouth home, United away, Everton home. These are City's fixtures. Aston Villa home, Crystal Palace away, Luton home, Brighton away, Nottingham Forest away,
You guys like be able to put like
Wolves
a
home,
graphics.
Fulham away, Tottenham away, then West Ham home.
Is that like with the updated schedule?
The
Like,
Tottenham game is currently like your
Still-
second last, but to be confirmed. The date is to be confirmed.
it's still Liverpool. With
So
the easiest.
Liverpool's toughest fixtures here to me are on paper that should be United away. Then they have a Merseyside derby with Everton away.
But Everton
That's
this
But
nice.
season,
they also
bro.
They still have
the
Tottenham
Europa, and Europa
home.
has more games than Champions League.
Pardon?
They are going to almost start playing almost
No,
every
I'm still
Thursday.
reading. Then they have Villa away.
Okay.
Those on paper. Those should be their hardest fixtures.
Fulham, where's Fulham? I feel like Fulham has picked up some
That's what I was
random
telling
form.
you. With everyone saying Liverpool could go on a run.
Well,
These fixtures are way for Liverpool.
I'm relying on like the Europa League to like sort of destabilize
And they're
Liverpool.
in the quarters, right?
You're not relying on you.
Bro, you guys open
You guys
You can't depend on
We
you.
just didn't beat them 2 weeks ago.
Mark goal, we are not the same.
Bro, those guys could have killed you if they were serious. Do you have any chances this
But
guy
they
wasted?
didn't.
But you see, the thing is, and now that's the thing that lies to United.
That there.
They get one good result like this, and
Then
they think
blown
their
it.
season is massively going to change.
Let me tell you.
Then you come and you're getting turned over by Brentford.
My dad is a United fan. Yeah. So yesterday we were watching Liverpool and Brighton together. No, Liverpool and Brighton. Yeah. And he was asking me because he slept. He didn't finish the match, the United game. It was so late. So he was asking me, did did Amad Diallo play? My head, I'm like, he should have played. He would have gotten something for that. And I'm like, bro, even if he was on the pitch, there was nothing he was going to do. But he was so sure.
City has an easier fixture than Liverpool,
Nah.
I promise.
Aston Villa,
Aston Villa home,
we haven't beaten a top side, home and away.
Brighton away.
Tricky.
That's why me and never predict
Tottenham
soccer games. I was just
We-
like, man.
We have never won at Tottenham ever since White Hart Lane.
But you won. Recently.
FA Cup, yes. We broke the curse, but can we do it in the league? We've never scored, actually.
Liverpool also have all those fixtures I've mentioned. Maybe Tottenham is the most.
Well,
testing-
Liverpool
testing
still
one.
have to see us. Arsenal still have to see us. So until you beat us, City has.
I don't know
The
how.
upper hand.
Right, me, I can't
When-
depend on
when
you. That's the
Liverpool-
problem. I don't depend on Fulham.
Goldbridge will be hiding behind chairs again.
I can't depend on you guys. You guys are.
Sure, the last three games of the season are going to hit.
Be very crucial.
Not,
But
But
it would also depend on, let me say, where everyone is in the standing, because someone might have dropped points and dropped off.
But also there are a lot
Maybe
of.
the first two guys ahead.
There are also a lot of other factors like injuries.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we also still have Champions League.
Europa
as
League
well.
There's
has
also
more games
Europe.
than
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, and they're already in like quarters.
You
Or they are
guys-
still in round of 16.
I hope you guys, your boy is not actually injured and was
Who?
just pulling his gimmick.
Saka.
Ah, no.
Saka's been injured. That's why he didn't play. Guys, I'm not saying he had a good game yesterday.
Okay, there was a.
That's why he withdrew from England. He has been in. That guy has been playing with an
Okay.
Achilles injury the whole season.
Okay.
Yeah, which is another. Oh, so they're
Then
just
same
playing
amount of
same amount of games.
Let's just hope it's his gimmick and he's not.
It's not a gimmick.
Ah, no, guys are saying.
Guys have.
There's a whole.
That's
company-
propaganda. He gets more slack than any other player in his position because I know, anyway, he's an Arsenal player. That comes with the territory. But let me say, Jared Bowen has a good performance. They are pulling out Saka. If Foden scored this week, before the Arsenal game, they are already calling out
I called
Saka.
that boy a fraud, and he still is.
For the no
Because yes, nah,
Stockport Messi. That's what you
he's
guys
still
call it.
good. It's just that.
Where was he? Did he
Foden,
play?
Foden
no
is the
space
best
for him
City
yesterday.
player this season.
Was he injured yesterday? I
No,
didn't see
he
him
He also
play.
didn't have a good show.
Did he play?
No one really had a good game. Foden, he didn't really get.
It was just two managers hugging each other before the game. Be like,
For-
okay, I'm
actually-
gonna
Bro, if you
lose,
could do
lose.
the same thing, you could
I
do
wouldn't.
it.
I wouldn't. I'd rather lose.
You try to
Haven't you ever
They
done
turned
it?
you over. Even this game against the 3-1, they were trying to be compact.
No, we
But with the
attacked.
players you have,
You can't do it.
you attacked
We attacked.
one Rashford shot and he disappeared. What else did you have after that?
There was some chances. But we
You
attacked.
stammers.
Anyway, at the end of the day, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
So with your run-in, you still think you have a harder run-in than Liverpool?
I think we have a hard schedule generally. I think we have a harder.
But then, yeah,
run-in.
if I would say if you put in those Champions League
I think even
games
the
with-
game, like there is, like you've said, there's no game. As a City fan, there's no game this season where I feel like we actually played. You get it? We played like some,
But do you? No, first go on and finish what you're saying.
like we played some. I wouldn't say convincing, but like some sexy football like last season. You get? We're getting the results, which is what we do. But are we getting the results? Like, are we seeing
That
something?
show.
That's why
Yeah,
I made
dominance,
that's
yeah.
why I made the point earlier. Do you think this in the City teams we've watched? Do you think this is not the most entertaining City team you've watched
Yes.
in all the areas of dominance?
Yes.
Not really. I think it's
not even a
But
question.
do you also think it's fatigue from like competing, going for it every year?
Man, for me,
They've already three-peated
For me,
and
the City-
they're going for the four-peat.
the City, that
What
one-
other team has four-peated for the Prem?
none. But I think it's more of there are too many new personalities and learning too many
and
new
you know,
roles.
It takes a while to be.
I was going to ask, you know City have a Matthias Nunez.
Yeah,
He's
he's
on a
injured.
cooker.
He's injured. He broke his.
How often has he changed games this season for them? I don't think also him he has settled in.
But also
Because I think earlier in the season, Pep said something of him.
the other context
having
is
a poor
man,
first touch.
adaptation in Pep's
Oh, yeah, but it
system always
doesn't-
takes
it doesn't-
time.
it doesn't
Even
increase-
Rodri took him time.
Someone here said no one has ever been in a 4-pit race.
I'm saying, no, has
Has
any
ever
team-
won?
No team has four-peated the Prem before.
Oh, but I thought you meant race.
No, you guys tried.
You
but
tried,
also
but-
We
it's the
almost
fourth year you
6-pitted.
didn't.
Yeah, we lost by 1 point. The next year we won, and then the next year we lost on goal difference.
So is that almost 6 feet?
So,
If you lose, when you
You've lost. Yeah. That's what we're saying.
start again.
That's what you're saying.
No, but we've ever had such a standard.
But the thing about
true.
City
We've
is
ever
that
had such a standard.
there are too many new characters, too many new people learning new roles.
Yeah, I also said they
150
missed
Then-
KDB at the
charges.
start of the. They missed KDB at
Yeah, and
the start of the
he's-
season.
He hasn't yet
Of which he
clicked
hasn't-
yet.
Yeah.
I don't think.
He's a fraud.
Okay. It hasn't yet clicked for him. Are you because he got 3 assists last season? What's going on?
Who?
KDB in your match.
Which game?
6-3. Exactly.
That
But
was
anyway,
the past.
it hasn't yet clicked. It hasn't yet clicked for him yet. Of course, he's getting the assists and maybe the important goals.
He's still
But
big.
No, teams are figuring him out.
which team has figured it out?
No, teams are figuring City out.
Because
Which
I also
team?
said this. You know
Arsenal.
KDB's record against Arsenal. Didn't he have like 8 goals against us?
Yeah,
I've seen
yeah,
that guy
yeah.
I
who
saw the
passed
comp.
it
The
up
comp
there.
was like what? 2
4
minutes?
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
4 minutes. I was like, you.
That guy always punishes us.
Yeah, but
But then again, why did people expect us to dominate City? Yet when we were making combined 11, no one wanted us to even have more than 3 Arsenal players in
No,
the team.
because City's
Because
injury.
I saw a lot of the combined 11s on the timeline.
like, what was this?
Different.
Copa? Was it Copa? Was it?
I saw very different pages. The most I saw maybe with Arsenal players was maybe like 4. You, go on with what you were saying before I interrupted you.
No, you guys. I expected you to win because of. Once I didn't see Walker and Stones.
But
Once they
they're
announced
injured.
that they were
Yeah.
injured.
But they have adequate cover, boss.
Do we?
No, but Walker
Like a
is
proper
Walker.
right back?
A proper right back.
Because we brought on Rico Lewis.
Akanji, right? And even Ake got injured
In
in
the
the
game,
game,
oh.
and you had to bring on that boy, Rico Lewis. So
But-
the game was there for you, actually.
But then again, it's
Who,
at
what
it's at,
starter didn't you have?
Martinelli.
But let me. I will say
Out
this.
of, because of injury or tactics?
Injury.
He had
He got. He
You
had
sure,
a,
sure it was
he didn't-
tactics.
No, he was injured. He didn't even.
Don't you remember? He got
He
that-
didn't
the
even
game
play
where-
the last game
where he
before
scored.
international break.
He lived to. The last game.
I
was-
thought
No,
so.
I think it's an Arsenal gimmick now.
No, I'm saying
He was really injured.
it's fine. It's fine for us, for you to complain. We should
What's that game where we
we
won
should
5-0?
go for it and beat them there. But then again, doesn't City also have the honors to go for it because it's at their home?
True.
And whatever they did, it didn't work. What they did yesterday didn't work.
But City
how
has
d-
one formula, one format.
Yeah. For you, that's
I don't
your,
know.
you have your own
I'm not,
propaganda
I'm not
against
going to
City's
say
style of
anything,
play.
but
You always
And I'm right. We
There
all
is-
saw it
If
yesterday.
City is boring.
okay, wait. So you think
I
in
don't
the
know.
last 3 seasons we have won like that?
Yes.
All the games?
Yes.
Then you don't watch
I
City.
fear a man who
Practice. Still one kicked it.
exactly
Because
get it to KDB on the wing and like it's unstoppable.
Because in one of
it-
those 3 seasons, KDB was injured the whole season.
either way, your games, City games are boring. Man. City games are boring.
No, we
I like watching City games.
You will win. No, the last fun City team was the Centurions when you had Sané and Sterling. That season you
Nah.
guys were. No, but the thing with your boy, it's like if you're too flashy, if you're favela taker, he upgrades your software.
How many people have gone there and all of a sudden they
All of us.
But then everyone says how everyone
Doku.
says that this guy
Doku
made
no
them
longer
pick
has
off-
that flair.
Doku has still.
Yes, he has
That's
it.
his
But just
decision-making
at,
needs to
no, I'm
improve.
saying but he has fallen off.
He has.
No, he hasn't.
He has.
it.
They're telling him pick your moments. Don't just go
The-
for it every time, like as
the
if you
last
have,
game-
as if you're
Okay,
doing
Okay,
that.
obviously.
Doku's a
I won't
young
say he
winger.
has had a bad season.
Me to Muina. Okay, there's
Doku's a
nothing
young
you will
winger.
tell.
He's still learning how to play in that system. He just needs to make his decision making better. And he will be calm.
There's nothing
For
you
me, maybe
will.
the only guy maybe I can see
Until
is
last
whose
make
game,
noise
whose game
like
has suffered as a result of
Bournemouth.
that system is
Grealish.
Grealish. That's
No, I'm
the-
saying-
Only Grealish, yeah. Because Aston Villa Grealish.
Mahrez guys also though he was still racking up numbers. His
His game
Leicester
was-
player, his Leicester
Uh-huh.
player
Player
wasn't
But
there
that's the
anymore.
thing. Like Pep tells you, pick your moments. Don't
But the
just
thing
go for
is,
it.
are you going to go into his system and we know you want to keep
To do
doing
your thing that
player
you-
outside? So I can also get that, but also these guys have gone there and parts of their game have suffered.
Yeah.
No,
that's
but then
what
other
I'm
parts
saying.
have improved. That's the thing. That's the thing that
Yeah,
you're not
Mahrez's
getting.
goal
The things that
scoring
excite you
became
have
better.
gone, yes, but
So
they have
the game
improved
is
on other
dying
things.
because of Pep.
No,
Mm-hmm.
you just want to run that narrative.
They were having us 'cause it's like I think Teta is from Pep's
Pep's
street.
Academy. Exactly.
So
the game is
The
now
way they
looking like
set up
that.
is like everyone doesn't want to
Mm-hmm.
finish
To
off
take
the other
risks.
person.
No one wants to take risks. It's just pragmatic robotic football.
We shall take risks against our teams. So
United.
okay.
No,
United, we
there's
shall
no
try.
risk to
Come. You
There's
come.
no trying. We have to.
You come.
We don't even try outer foot passes.
I tell that boy where was he yesterday? Anyway, all your boys were. My point is, yes, Pep's football is toxic.
Winning.
It's
It's
winning,
winning
but
football.
it's
How many
boring-
trophies has he
boring
won?
winning football, man.
They're saying
Me,
Are you-
as a teenager, I grew up watching
Mourinho.
the Mourinho Madrid, which scored 100.
Also
plus.
Mourinho Chelsea. Don't forget it.
The Barca teams.
that was Pep, right?
Yeah, that was Pep.
No, not
That
Pep.
was
The
Pep.
MSN era.
Oh yeah.
The MSN
That's
era.
Enrique.
Flair.
But boss, the Barcelona team don't write off Pep's Barcelona teams.
But
they were hard teams.
Yeah, there were hard teams, but mainly because of individual brilliance. Because those same players would leave. No, listen. Those same players would leave a Pep system and go to Spain. What would
Where
they
are they
do?
good?
Where would they? What would they do with
Where are
Spain?
they
The
go?
national team.
With no, they won two
But
two
the
Europe.
Barca team was the Spain team. Minus 2 characters.
Yeah.
But either my point is, out of Pep's system, they were still good. That was still good. It is Messi who wasn't performing out of Pep's system at that time. He's had to transition out of it, yes. But even after that, Barcelona
Wait, when did Messi not perform?
That's
For
like-
for
celebration.
Argentina, outside of during that time.
He went to a World Cup final, boss.
Don't take me to that shot.
Same
man.
player of the tournament, Messi.
Bro.
Which
I don't know
one?
what this guy is
2010,
saying.
right? Or
2010, I'm talking about
2014. No,
2010.
2014.
That-
I'm
Germany,
saying-
yeah.
2014.
You're saying he was still struggling after Pep left. Me, I'm telling
No, during that Pep era in Barcelona, he was struggling outside of Barcelona.
So 2014. Because that's the World
No,
Cup.
Pep was no longer his manager at that time.
you. Yeah.
Pep wasn't his
he
manager
was
at
long
that time.
gone by then.
2010 World Cup, while his boys were winning it.
Who was Spain? Okay.
And then the Euros, 2012 Euros, even 2008 Euros.
Argentina
That
plays
4-year
Euros.
span, of which
Gay.
Mourinho.
Argentina plays
Argentina
Euros.
plays.
No. I mean
Copa.
Copa
Did they
America.
reach the final? I feel like they've been in all the finals. And they
Either
just
way, he
lose.
wasn't doing shit. He wasn't winning. So thank God Mourinho ended that stuff that was coming along with this.
But in those years, how many trophies does Madrid even have?
Two, right?
Two,
Oh, in
two.
Mourinho's era? No, I'm not sure.
We didn't have many, but the game was fluid. We scored so many.
So
games.
you want fluid games or you want titles? Because no one is
Both.
going to remember.
Both.
When people are...
I told you
Because at the
I
end
come
of-
from my teenage days. I was watching BBC, MSN. So I don't know what.
Because at the end of the day...
Pep was going up against those teams and losing with his pragmatic football. I think that's why he was even kicked out.
Pep
of
doesn't
Bayern.
play pragmatic football,
doesn't.
bro.
It's robotic. It's
It's
that
not.
2014 Nike ad. The
Because now you
robots are
see,
taking over.
look at it in this perspective. At the end of the day...
That's why he
in
got
this-
rid of Favela Tech, Gabriel Jesus.
In
He
this-
went and got a
Jesus-
robot.
Jesus-
Nah.
That's standard.
And then he went and got his robot, who we both believe, this man can't win the
At
Ballon
the end of
d'Or
the day,
if he
when you
scores
look at
60
like the
goals.
last 6 years, where Pep has won 5 out of the one, and Klopp has won. I'm using now Pep and Klopp, right? No one is ever going to remember Klopp's Liverpool's teams. Yet I feel like those
They
teams.
will.
You won't remember?
No.
You
No
can
one is-
still remember.
No one is
them.
ever going to remember those teams because they always end up second.
They are there in history.
Va-
No,
Be
think
careful.
about
Because you
it.
see,
Think about it. In 10 years, is anyone going to really be talking about
If we are
They
still,
will.
talking about Torres,
United.
Arsenal
I'm even saying
United.
Arsenal United. With our run, they talk about a rivalry with Wenger. And
Ferguson,
Yeah, but you see now
20
that's
years.
different.
the peak period is like a
3
period
years,
of
5
like,
years.
around that.
5 years.
That's where Arsenal maybe got like two trophies.
201 even.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
But they still talk about
That
Wenger
team.
like that. So for you to say like,
That
no,
team will
that's the
forget.
thing,
They
and
don't talk about
and that's what
teams,
guys
they
are saying.
They will.
Like, why do people talk about Wenger like that? Yet they only won like twice. Like you keep
Because he
saying,
played good football. Good football.
that, but
His teams
yeah,
were...
that's the thing with Wenger as well. That's why people rate him highly.
No, he changed the
But there's
sport.
also point
Exactly.
It's different.
In
And that's
a
what
good
Pep has-
way, not this robotic stuff you're
just
doing.
hating on that guy. You're
Not
hating on
this
the guy for
robotic stuff
winning.
City is doing.
You're hating on the guy for winning so much.
No, I haven't even talked about his winning
But
record.
Pep has also influenced a lot
No, of course.
He has
When-
cha-
He
When
has
you
influenced a lot of
Win a
people.
bad
when you
way,
win
it's
too
what I'm
much, there
saying.
comes a kind of familiarity. That me, I just think that's what you're doing.
You watch Actually, please, let's be objective. You watched that game yesterday. That is now
That's
Pep.
one game
That's
out
one
of how
game.
That
many.
is Pep.
Can one game be the sample size for the
That's
Guys
what-
are smearing us. No, I know why guys are hurt because they wanted us to get turned
No,
down.
that's
No,
not
they
to
wanted
that's
someone to win.
I'm
to
even
lose.
criticizing
Either
Pep.
way they win.
Yeah, that's the real reason people are pissed.
I'm criticizing Pep. That is his game plan every other day. Every other day of the week.
Okay, did
Just
you-
that the other team set up differently than how Arsenal
Did you watch
set up.
Chelsea?
Chelsea.
City. Is that the
Chelsea
same?
forced you
Exactly,
to come
that's what
out
I'm
of
saying.
that system.
That's
They
a Pep
forced
system
you.
still. Did you watch Luton?
Luton.
FA
How
Cup.
did they get in? How did they
5
get in?
what? I don't even know
Yeah,
the
those
score.
Luton guys.
But that's what
had
I'm
a
saying. Like they're
highway.
different
You
games.
can't
different,
whoop. I mean, Luton can't whoop you.
different games, like different matches, different opponents. You go at them differently.
And you
Did
adapt
you-
as the match
Yeah,
goes
exactly,
on, the
and
system changes.
the system
like-
changes. What?
Misunderstood me.
No, you're saying his thing is robotic. It's not. He changes
And
game
it's-
after game.
And it's toxic.
You know
It's
how many,
not.
Every manager,
It's not.
every manager wants
It's
to play
not.
like that.
It's
how many,
not.
how many positions did Bernardo Silva play yesterday alone? He started on the right,
All right,
wing,
wing, and then you went in the middle.
left wing, midfield. He
I
started
saw him at
carrying
the
the ball.
CDM.
Is that robotic? Is that
Bro,
you've
fine,
said
we can understand you
predictable?
saying they always go to the wings and
That's
cut
what
back.
I'm saying. The
But-
same
but-
formula.
It's not
How
the same.
many times have you seen them playing through the middle and
When you have the
a
players,
precise
in
pass from KDB finds like a
Oh,
Haaland,
Foden,
of which
oh,
those guys
Not
have even,
as much as the
of
wing
which those
play.
guys have even won without a recognized 9 by the way.
Yeah. I respect
Exactly.
for
And
you-
you're here saying
So
Haaland,
for you
Haaland.
saying City's football is robotic
You
is
can
funny
win
to
and
me.
it's still robotic. Mourinho was winning and you guys saying his ball was boring. So you can say the same
But there's
thing.
no way you can say Pep's football is
I
boring.
can. To me, it's objective. It's what? It's my opinion. It's my
And
opinion.
at
I
the end-
watched his game. I watched even before I criticized Arsenal yesterday. I was like, look at these boys.
What did you want them to do?
Okay, with their injuries, how are they going
no,
to
not
set
even
up?
that. That game needed like a KDB shot
One
from
more.
out of the box.
Yeah,
Rodri
yeah,
shot
yeah,
from
yeah.
like it needed a
And
guy
what-
to do it.
And why didn't they take that chance? Each time they got
Go
the ball, they
back.
were
Down.
Compact.
They
You're
were.
also
You
not
have to
giving
give credit to
Arsenal
these guys.
credit.
You
Compact.
guys got lucky.
They're not like you
I
guys.
told you after this season, I'm shouting my CBs as 1 and 2.
You're
Or
not-
1A, 1B.
Where?
But you Van Dijk Warriors were fighting
Ah,
with me.
I don't rate Van Dijk like that.
But I was telling you
Man, this guy
guys
is
here,
just full of
I
controversial
don't-
takes.
what do you mean?
I don't rate Van Dijk like that.
mean, big man?
This guy doesn't like anything
Anyone.
good.
No, he likes.
Because-
What are you supposed to United? So
For someone to come out and say Pep's football is
It's
boring.
boring.
But speaking
you
of
Van
which,
Dijk is
I think we
what?
should move to United actually.
Yeah, we should first see what you
We
guys
should
are
first-
doing.
we should first have like
Anyway.
a future idea right now.
We also had other games on the weekend, and one of the other interesting fixtures was United at Brentford.
Nah, that's real football, right?
This guy has no shame.
Let's get into it
She
because
says so. She says so.
there is no other team in the league that has faced.
That many
No,
shots.
it's only you and
Sheffield.
Sheffield United.
See
Imagine.
how bad that
Used to
that's
be
as
a
bad as, like,
reputable organization.
Remember that time when we went to Watford, Unai Emery, and we conceded like 30 shots. on
Yeah,
target?
yeah.
That's how bad you guys are.
Because if
But it's still fun
if,
to watch,
no, I'm
right?
saying if Brentford are even they take only 2 chances in that game,
They have won
they were supposed to beat you.
like 5.
Ivan Tony
They
hit
didn't have
the
his shooting
post like
boots.
twice.
They hit the post 4 times, like
Yeah,
generally.
general. Johan Wissa was.
So you guys were
scuffing.
entertained?
No.
Me, I like watching your
We
Brentford.
were appalled.
From a United
But
fans'
what happened
point
that
of
United
view,
is getting
from a United fans' point of view, would you want your team to be under that much pressure? You have
The
no
entire
control
game.
of anything in the midfield. Your most recognizable chance in the game is Rasmus Holland, and they saved this chance. That's the most memorable
I
chance.
don't even
United.
remember it.
For
Me,
the,
that's the chance I remember.
for the love
Rasmus.
of the sport, yeah.
But I'm saying,
Which okay, wait. What do you take from that? From a United
from
per-
that game,
not
of
Brentford,
which
but from a
you're
United
supposed
perspective.
to be on the way up after your FA result against Liverpool. Isn't
That
that
was real
true?
ball, right? That was real ball.
No.
game.
Such games, if you see such a game on paper, we know Brentford is having
Come
a tough
squeeze.
You
period.
guys are trying to squeeze
But no, I'm
me.
saying Brentford is having a tough period, but their grounds are hard. Because even us,
No,
we had to
you're here demanding greatness from our team. So also try and
we
see
are on
what's
to
up
you
with
now. You have
guys.
to tell us.
No, we are not.
We had to get a 18. I don't know. That
80 something minutes.
Havertz goal was the header was what minute at Brentford at their
So
pitch.
Brentford at home is hard.
It's a hard fixture, but
Which one of you guys lost at Brentford last
None.
season?
no.
At home.
Us. We lost both
Away.
home and away.
2022.
Last season, home and away. They're
Both
the
home
only
and
one.
away. You lost, I think, 1-0 at
There's
their
a Ivan Tony
2-1
dagger there
and
and
1-0.
90.
Both of them.
Like a 90.
Both Ivan Tony.
were
Yeah.
Ivan
So,
Tony daggers.
as much as I don't want to agree,
No, don't use
Let's
that.
don't
Use your
talk
team.
about
Use your
yesterday's
team.
game.
I'm
As
taking it.
you watched your team.
We watched your team. Use your team. What
Nothing.
can you get out of that? Like, how
The
did
what
United?
positive?
Yeah, any positive there?
We didn't concede so many goals.
Is
you win.
it because of the players or is it because of Brentford not
Because
taking
if
their
Brentford
chances?
take, if Brentford take
Onana had something
sense.
on.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm
He had
saying
something
Brentford
on.
take their chances. You should be like, you would have been like,
But for
Four-
whatever
4
reason, they
down.
weren't taking them. And the only reason I can think of is maybe the defense.
You wouldn't say, all right?
Alright, yeah, that's
Guy
true.
has
That's
no
true.
Oh, come on.
because
No shame.
Okay,
what
Stripe
what
scat through the
pisses me
pressure.
off with United as well is their manager. After that
Can
result,
never
he goes
take
on to
personal
say,
accountability.
City were also lucky to get
But
something.
He said City and Liverpool were lucky to get results.
But you were.
Phil Foden's hat-trick was lucky.
At Brentford home.
that same
Phil
Ten Hag has been harping on the Arsenal game.
No.
How many months ago was that?
Yeah, he keeps saying that they didn't
No
deserve to lose.
accountability. He's talking about fine margins in games against
My guys are asking how
Teams
come
like-
the goal difference doesn't go above 2.
0. This is the highest you've been, and they're like a 2 now.
Just two.
The guy can't explain
They were
that
in
one.
negatives. You go to a team like
you. Oh, yeah, we are
you used to be a
cooking.
reputable organization. I don't know what
Nah, you
happened.
just cook.
But
Don't give up, so
No,
you
don't
give
give
up.
fight for your team because you had a lot to say.
You have
What
a lot
are
to
you
say
saying
You had a
about
lot
that
to
we
say
can't see?
about the City.
What are you saying that we
The
can't
City
see?
has no
why.
fixture.
What?
And
You guys were
neutrals are
boring.
telling us how to play.
Now we're telling you.
If you go there and get trashed, actually, Peter Schmeichel said it best. If you guys had won, he said it would have been a floodlight robbery.
Of course.
It would be the most undeserved
It was going
win
to be
in
a-
the Premier League. How do you face 30 shots on your goal?
That was
They
real ball.
somehow, I'm trying to remember
Mount.
how Manny Messi's goal came about.
I've forgotten also.
It was
but
a counter,
just-
I think.
I don't know.
Then they put it into the box. It hits a Brentford defender,
turns and-
falls to him,
yeah.
he scores. Then they are celebrating. They've gone
They've won.
away. They've broken the bank. 96th minute, but I'm happy with the result. Brentford got because
They deserve-
no way
they didn't
deserve
deserve
to
to
lose
lose,
that
yeah.
game.
But
You
also-
can't play a team like that and deserve to lose.
But it's not like we didn't attack them.
Okay,
But
wait.
you're-
Let me
bro,
say
Like
this.
some people who packed yesterday, we actually did.
Let me
attack.
say this. In the first leg, when you were at OT, same thing happened. It's just that, yeah, same thing happened.
Bro.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
that in the last
McTominay.
minutes, McTominay came in, scored 2 goals.
McTominay came
They
in.
were also that game. They also didn't deserve to lose. This game, they didn't finish their business. You guys almost stole it. Real word, stole. And here you are saying that's entertaining. Like
Wasn't
you're
it?
happy. No, me, I'm happy. I'm happy because you.
Obviously,
Yeah,
as a
like,
You like
neutral,
seeing United
This
suffer.
this is the new word. As a neutral, as a neutral,
As
but
a neutral,
to you as your own team, do you as
That's what I'm saying. As a
Like,
hater, as a
every
neutral,
week.
bro.
For as a lover of the sport, not as a United fan.
wow.
As a lover
okay.
of the sport.
Every week, do you want to see your team putting in such mediocre? And even
It's not even mediocre.
a
It was
goal,
bad.
there are 2 people around Ivan Tony, and he still finds a way to cut it.
Why you guys?
The butcher, the so-called
The
I
butcher
don't
and
know, top 5
Casemiro.
what defender in the league.
Man, he's-
He can show him down the line.
He skinned those boys, bro.
He can show him down the line and he doesn't turn. Casemiro comes in. Best CDM in the league.
the league.
Also, apparently.
in the world.
Spurs should go for Ivan Toney, bro.
See, no, apparently he's going to West Ham, apparently.
Yeah,
There's a rumor.
apparently.
But
Ah, okay.
the butcher and Casemiro are close to him. Somehow he can't see.
They are just back from long-term injuries.
They had been in the game for like some good 15.
Yeah, but they're still just back from
That's-
long-term injuries.
I would say
So no reason.
Okay, minus overcooking. Me, I just want to know. I have some questions for you. Number one, of the players you guys signed to supposedly get you where you guys want to be, have they
Perform.
to your liking Casemiro, Varane, Champions League Varane?
we talked about those guys and how overrated they were. But
Now, also,
What
also,
you was telling
also,
us otherwise.
Also, my other thing is, what do you think? What do you think Ten Hag is trying to make Man United? Like, what kind of team are you trying to become? Are you trying to become an ultra pressing team? Are you trying to become purely transitional?
Now, if I'm just,
or are you trying to be the team that also dominates ball?
I don't know what's in that man's head, to be honest. But if I can see from Brentford, there's a gimmick he was trying, and that's how Brentford kept attacking us. From Onana, a goal kick, try hoof it up to
Hoyland, yeah.
And then this boy he loses control, and then we are back on.
So essentially, we're trying to beat their press.
Yes, but we couldn't. Obviously, Onana was making up for that with his saves, but I honestly don't know. One game he can come with this stupid game plan and it works out.
First of all, but do you know Onana's hasn't he faced like probably the most shots,
in the league.
So that's why when I look at his stats of like he has the best saving ratio, I'm like,
it's
bro.
like you're not a top elite goalkeeper not supposed to be in those stats because.
No, but again, it's not his fault that he faces so many shots.
Yeah, because your midfield is non-existent.
Because I was going to say this. Which game have you watched United this season and you say they have control of the game, everything is on their own terms?
No.
Liverpool.
The
FA Cup.
game.
No.
That game,
The first 30 minutes.
end to end.
The first 30 minutes
No.
where we had...
No.
I can assure you, I've not seen.
Even
No.
Bruno, after the game, was like, after the first 30 minutes, I think the first 30 minutes we played was the best game they've played this whole season. That's when that's the match where they've had the most
But I would
control.
say this: I've not seen a game.
Where you're convinced?
And United, I'm like convinced today
Chelsea.
it's for the taking.
Okay,
Chelsea.
that one I didn't watch it, so I don't know.
Chelsea
'Cause
2-1.
I can
beat them,
count
man.
games. Everton gave it to you.
Twice.
What other? I'm thinking of game because United. I'm not even being objective when I watch them honestly because there's nothing that
But we
they
are
do
fun,
that.
right?
No.
No, you're not. We
Look
just
at
Like
who's
there's,
talking.
there's nothing that I can be.
what I've told you the record before the City game this year. How many goals has Arsenal scored?
Okay, so you on the other hand,
What?
City
We
game.
are talking
We're still
about
talking about you.
United.
Don't deflect. you always
Cause
grab this heat.
I've looked at United this
And
season
I'm like,
you're
bro.
like, everything is on their own terms. They're either being compact and attacking in transition.
No.
That's how they want to win their game. Maybe they get lucky with a set piece. Because honestly, you guys,
the
I'm going to
players-
try and get that on Nana's stat.
The players are honestly stressed mentally and physically.
Because I think if you remove all McTominay's goals,
I don't know where you would
I don't know
be.
where you'd be. Because there's a way
Because he has clutched up for you guys.
Wins and draws.
Let's talk about this game.
But then I would say this. Though we don't see a direct plan of where your manager is going with that squad. He's a manager that coached Kudus and Anthony, but he chose Anthony for how much? We won't talk
80.
about that. But
Osama.
he also said,
Pardon.
he has said this in I don't know what interview, I don't know how long ago this was. He's like, that Ajax football, you guys can't play it because
Yeah.
the profile of players you have can't play
It's
that
different.
football.
But then he has brought in how many? 5 players that
They-
he chose himself.
I told you guys came for retirement checks and guys are still riding on champion coattails
No, but
of
you
Madrid.
can't say that as a manager when looking at transfers. Just because one transfer didn't work, you don't go for another one.
Okay, but
What
let
do
me
you-
ask you.
City.
What about like
Which one?
Starboy Rashford?
Phillips. Then you went
Calvin
and got
Phillips is
Nunes.
having a howler of a
but
season.
what he's
but
doing,
Then you
West
went
Ham.
and got Nunes.
But Nunes hasn't played as many
No,
games.
but similar
So why you
budgets,
judging
right?
him?
No, if Phillips, just because Phillips didn't
Because
work
they
out, that,
slander
Mhm.
Kai Havertz for his price tag. I think
And
Nunez is around 61 M's. But you can also give him some leeway. He hasn't played enough
No,
games.
my
He
point
hasn't
is-
adapted to the system.
my point
But
is
how long has Anthony been at United now?
a year and a half. I
This is his
think.
They are
second
talking
season.
about selling, booting him in the summer.
No,
Already?
it's like you guys are criticizing Ten Hag for believing in a signing. It didn't work out, and now he doesn't have the
But they
liberty
are-
to go and buy another one.
No, my point is he has had multiple signings that are questionable, right?
Yeah, for
Wait,
the
I
but
price
understand-
tag.
is he the one that signed Casemiro?
Yeah, Casemiro. I can understand bringing Casemiro because you're like, okay, we don't have a proper 6. He's already like, he already has his, should I say, achievements.
Considering the season we had prior to that. Trust
Yeah,
me,
that's why I
last
understood.
season
I understood
was-
Casemiro,
Mhm.
but you tell me why you got Mason Mount. Tell me
So
why
if an
you
Amrabat-
got Amrabat. Actually, I didn't
My-
even know
my
he was
money
still
miss-
there.
There's
I read something that apparently Manimes was supposed to be an Arsenal player.
he felt
Then what?
pride. But also, his dad is a big United fan. That's why Chelsea fans were pissed at him when he was like, "This is home." Like he's
Oh, United.
yeah,
Is
when
home.
he, yeah,
Oh,
because
okay.
his dad is there, but he refused to go to Arsenal because of like the Chelsea Arsenal beef.
You guys have
whatnot.
put me in a corner where
But
it looks like I'm defending Ten Hag. Don't get it twisted.
Like the only thing Ten Hag has gotten right for me is Garnacho.
Not
oh yeah,
There's-
the player development there we've seen it.
Yeah, I think he does well.
And
with
he
kids.
has
Garnacho,
given-
Mainu.
Oh, Maino as well. Ah, Maino.
No, I was saying there's a United player they don't talk about.
United have,
He might have been banged up abroad for drug charges.
United has
Malacia?
first
Where has Malacia
417
been?
shots,
I don't know.
bro.
Who?
You guys have first 417 shots.
This
That's
is
light.
He's a brothel over there. I'm telling you.
You're
24/7,
You're
it's
just ahead
open.
of Sheffield and West Ham.
so they're the first.
The first.
No, only Sheffield, West Ham, and Luton have faced more shots
More.
than them.
So we are not.
Exactly.
You think that's a
That's a
badge
good
of
thing.
honor to have?
You're
Those are relegation teams there.
But West Ham, those other guys are hustling. Man, but I say, Taya Malacia, was he caught up with Quincy Promise?
No
What
one
did he
knows.
do? Was
Haven't-
he injured or is he banged up abroad?
But I was
What's
United
going
fans
on
on
with
Twitter,
that
like, this
guy?
guy may have died and we are just
It
I
got
think
to a
kills
point
me.
where Shaw got injured
Came
and we
back.
were playing.
Dallo, that said, then
Lindelof.
Lindelof as
Lindelof,
well,
yeah,
yeah.
And in my head, I was like, where's this homie we bought last season?
Which, bro, I'll say he had a decent first showing. In the
Mm-hmm. He
Prem.
had a few.
Yeah, he had
Good,
a-
yeah, he has some
he had a
fight
good
in
game
him.
against
Uh-huh.
Salah.
He had a. He
That's
has
the most
dog in him.
memorable
He has dog in him.
performance I remember of his
Mhm.
against Salah.
So I was like, where is this homeboy? He's not on social media. He's
No
a
way.
ghost.
Actually, he last posted when, like last year.
That's why I started
Something
also
like that.
believing into those
He's in
rumors.
Darico.
And then when another lineup came up, and now we are even having to move Bisaka to left back.
But Dallo on
these
the
are
other side is
glorious
also
Exactly.
times.
Dallo is the one who can shift, but the point where we have to move Bisaka to the other side, and they still can't explain where.
using the context of how Ten Hag has performed these past seasons, and imagining Ineos is to continue with him.
No, I think they'll give him one more season.
What do you need?
What do you think? Okay, first of all, what are your realistic expectations for him next season, and what do you think you guys need
Next season, this season.
next season? Because
This season is done. There's nothing that you
No,
can
no.
do.
If he doesn't stop Arsenal from winning the league and stop City
he-
from winning the treble, then axe him. That's it.
Okay, so
there's
we're playing into the hypothetical that regardless of either those happen or not.
If
Ineos-
Arsenal come and win the league at OT, sack him even before he enters the dressing room. Hell, don't even allow
okay,
him.
just you and me and disregard all those things, and I'm just saying
Next
They've-
season.
all
Yeah,
those
they've
things
kept
happen
him,
or
huh?
not, but Ineos is like maybe we're staying.
giving
We're giving you one.
At
more.
least both Carabao and FA Cup.
That's what.
But
That's
what
what
do you need? What improvements do you need in
to
that
improve
team?
on as a team for you to get there? And also league position. What do you think is an acceptable league
We
position?
need a lot of. Okay, not a lot of. But we
You
do
have to
need.
go into full rebuild.
Yeah,
mode.
almost full rebuild. I
Is
think.
it full rebuild? Like let's trust the kids or full rebuild?
Or phase out some
Let's-
players.
Phase out some players. We have a few.
Who do you
I
want?
was tapping Goldbridge was like he had from because Goldbridge has
He's-
like his
he's
sources.
within the
He had
squad.
his sources that Rashford, Bruno, and McTominay are off the sale list. So
Off.
McTominay.
yes,
Like they're not being sold.
like
This
those
is
are-
some white privilege. man.
Let's just repeat.
Rewind the season.
McTominay is off the. Is
Obviously,
untouchable.
it can always Goldbridge can always
Anything
be
can,
wrong.
yeah.
Goldbridge can always
It's
be
all
wrong.
rumors.
True. Anyway, but yeah, if the players I'm phasing out, I would start with that one,
McTominay.
McTominay,
Mhm.
and I would reduce the burden on Casemiro because I saw his legs this game. There's that last minute counter we had, and he
Yeah,
just
he died.
stopped.
Not like that anymore.
So I think his decision making is still on point,
Yeah.
but his body cannot let him
I told you
execute.
he came for a check. You were here.
His body cannot execute. So yeah, I would take
Stats of what?
Rashford. I'm honestly tired.
I think
It's
been
United
what?
need to move.
United
United and
Rashford
Rashford.
needs a change of scenery.
United and Rashford need
Not
to
Because
move
I
change
away
of
from
scenery.
each other.
He needs competition.
Because I was.
He's too
You had
comfortable.
my boy S10 there, but
Who's
S25, S25.
Leave that
They
line.
play on the
Nice
same
game.
week?
Yes.
That's his position. That's where.
I remember even seeing that all interview was like Sancho and Rashford like playing
Playing
on the
the
same
same-
wing. That's why sometimes it will be a clash of like styles.
All
No,
along, I
back
thought,
when he had Martial, both of them would at least
when has Martial ever played a full season?
These
before.
days, Martial comes and gets like his one goal, like the
Out
whole
for
season.
free.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, that one is going. That one is going.
Yeah,
yeah,
his
Martial.
contract. Yeah.
If someone can offer us 50 M's for Anthony,
No, but
I'll take
you
it.
saw that.
No one is going
I
to
swear
pay
no one's
you.
going to give
Not
50
even.
for Anthony.
Okay,
Even if
30.
By
Arteta
the
wants
time,
to
by
save
the time
him,
they are saying Sancho is throw to 40 million, whatever he's doing in Dortmund is just upping his stock to be sold.
even if Arteta
Yeah, so
wants
you
to
think
save
Sancho, Anthony-
himself, he's not offering 50 million, bro.
McTominay,
Yeah.
Amrabat is not permanent.
No, yeah, that's a
But
lot.
Varane.
Yeah.
I still
Loan.
think Varane is good enough.
I still think Varane has something.
Man, I just
to
think
offer.
you guys overuse Madrid bias to judge some of those players who came from.
No, but I've also seen him. This game in
what I'm saying.
Brentford.
Varane has had good games, but
The Brentford
Yes.
game, he was actually good. He just got injured. That's how. That's
but
why.
then,
He,
okay,
Yeah, half
if
time.
he's good, then why is he part of a defense that's conceding 417 shots?
no, the problem
Where's
is
the
the
logic in that?
midfield. The problem
Okay,
is the
that
midfield.
is true. That's true. That's
But
us
the
not even
midfield has
on-
Casemiro.
Miro. The best.
Casemiro has been injured most of this season, bro.
you can let Bruno go. You can let Bruno go.
I wouldn't.
I
Bruno
feel
Bruno is much
Very
like
immature.
no. Bruno is much
You
like
guys.
no, but he has his importance. When I need in that midfield, I can't think of anyone more creative than him, and anyone who works as hard as him. You need those legs. You need those.
I know that, but like I feel also is where you guys are blinded by like Bruno's lockdown season where I was just
No.
Was that his first
I'm
season?
not-
He had no pressure. You were just hearing speakers.
No.
And he was performing, but when
I think it was his first season.
His
Right?
second season.
That's the thing. I think United guys sometimes don't want to accept the reality they are in.
No, I'm not saying that
No,
Bruno,
not you.
all United fans. I
Yeah,
don't
in
think
general.
we expect Bruno to give us 20 goals or the 20 assists.
He
he
can't
gave
even
us.
dictate like the tempo of the game.
Yeah, but you see, actually, I wouldn't say he's the same quality, but he's a similar kind of player, Bernardo Silva. You need,
No.
you
Bernardo
need.
Silva is way disciplined tackling
Oh.
guy that Bruno can never hope.
Auntie, the discipline. I'm not saying the same quality.
Yeah.
There's
But
obviously
Bruno-
some things that are
Bruno
off.
is only suffering, tracking back and running around because of how bad.
Even
he
the
is.
way
No.
he spams crosses.
Let me
sometimes.
tell you, if there's a player in that team I can rely on for 120 minutes, it's
Okay,
Bruno.
He has an engine. I can
Yeah.
accept.
It's
Okay, yeah, he has an
So
engine.
if his creativity
But
is
then
off,
what's,
But if things
but what's
are
that
not
engine going
your
to do
way-
for you?
when is that engine not on? Oh,
No,
when
I'm
it's
saying,
not-
but what is it going to do?
what is it?
It's just going to
do?
just be
He's going
running
to
around,
tackle.
what?
He's going to he'll do whatever.
But he gets cards also, so it's not like.
Every player gets cards.
But no, he racks up. Really.
I'm saying.
But
I
even
mean,
racks up
I'm
cards for no
saying
reason.
in games where you guys have nothing and he's getting frustrated, he's
Unfortunately-
shouting at the ref.
Unfortunately, this season we did not have so many good games. So
There
I
is
can
even none. There is no.
no. The only game I can use to state his importance is the Liverpool game, where he even finished it playing at centre back.
Liverpool
On one leg.
I was giving these guys
confidence.
are more.
Cause
No.
I
What other
promise
game do you want me to use?
You
There's
lose
none.
that game.
There's no good game.
Exactly. So let me use the one I have.
Okay, let's give you that one.
Let me use the one I have. You guys, even if he gets an assist, because against Brentford, he created like 2 clear-cut chances, but those boys up front didn't finish well. There was a pass he made to Højbjerg. Højland.
Man, you don't rate
No,
your
you don't rate your
Rasmus.
guy.
That guy is just striker for like the next 9 years.
Okay. To Rasmus. And then I think he also got, wasn't McTominay in a good position? His crosses too. Like, apart from his creativity, the engine is there. Like, against Liverpool, he literally finished in the centre-back position on one leg.
Yeah, because I mean they took Maguire in front.
And so that shows that even though he's not creating, he has some value to the team. He's a person who like, okay, let me stay at the back. If our tactics require us to get Maguire's big head up front, Kawa, I will do what I have to do
In
here.
terms of
I can't count on Rashford.
in terms
to do
of,
that.
of league performance and position, what do you think if Ineos is to stay with this guy? What do you think would be an acceptable
Next
league
season.
For
position
next
for him
season.
next season? And
Champs
you'd be
League,
like,
they should
okay,
always
fine.
be aiming for Champs League.
But you can now. You can
I said,
get
no,
Champions
guys,
League
I
some-
feel like they're on a victory
but
lap.
No,
But you're Manchester United.
I'm not even
Trolley.
shading. Yeah, I'm not trolling.
No, I want
Even this season, you wanted top 4.
No.
How many points?
No.
off are
When
you
the
top
season
four?
started, didn't you think you were going to be in top 4?
No, I want us to win it. But
You've had that delusion.
Even as
But
far as
then-
we're sure we're going to be competing this season.
But then you. But then
You would win
it reached a point they are counting on Spurs to lose games, Aston Villa, and that's when they come.
I don't think
But
we're
they are
going-
now 11 points off, if I'm not mistaken. They're 11
Aston
points
Villa,
off
yeah.
fourth position.
I don't think we're going to make Champions League. So I'm.
But that's
looking
the
at
bare minimum every season.
bare minimum next season. It's to win Europa. Bare minimum.
Wait,
Okay.
I don't
Europa,
care if
Europa League is what teams qualify?
5th and 6th.
We're not sure
And
yet.
I'm not sure
Because me, I think you guys
There's-
will be fighting for conference.
Because
But that's
that's
just
like
me.
fifth can get to Champions League if certain
Yeah, there's
conditions are
something.
met.
Yeah, there's something
there's
about
some-
fifth getting.
And I saw him making that slight comment.
Yeah, like they are fighting for fifth. I'm like, bro,
Bro, man, oh god.
Used to be as I keep
serious
saying,
team.
whatever is going on that
Bin
side.
Laden.
No, it was even before Bin Laden, bro. It's just that now it's more evident, should I say? Yeah.
No, but he can have his excuses. His first choice centre back pairing is not there. His first choice left back has not been there for majority of the season. His first
But
choice.
it might be time to move on from that guy.
But look,
Sure.
sure, yeah.
No, when he's on form, he's actually.
But
But-
how often is he that?
Auntie, yeah. Now we need to. You're asking me what areas we need to improve. We need to get a more reliable left
Left
back.
back.
If we got
My last year is banged up abroad. I don't know what charges he's on.
oh, his Quincy Promise, like that's his alter ego.
Bro, I don't know.
Like,
But that might, to me, that might be one person you have to let. I also think they should free Ericsson.
For
but
me,
you
you
see
guys-
this game, we
Eriksen
didn't.
is out there with an accurate.
Yeah, you guys want to kill him.
retire him.
You want to kill him.
We drew this game because Homeboy didn't want to take out Hoofman. He didn't want to take out McTominay. But that game,
By starting him
You
was
guys were supposed to lose that game.
no, he
proper.
was supposed to put in Ericsson.
McTominay is supposed
Eriksen-
to be this guy's version of midfielder who crashes the box. Like,
Arrives
Like who?
late, edge of the box, shoots.
And then it's supposed
Oh,
to
it's like the extra
aerial,
man in
aerial
the
presence
box.
when they go.
or like what Shaka was doing last
Yeah,
season.
yeah,
He
yeah.
clogs
Can-
up the paint, man. He clogs up the paint.
Man, he has clutched for you guys.
No, the
It
games
wasn't
where
his
the
goals.
games where Homeboy
You'll probably be
Rasmus, the games where Rasmus was actually
Yeah.
scoring is where McTominay is
'Cause-
not playing.
Rasmus is
Where
a
McTominay
striker.
is coming off the bench actually.
Because these few Fugazi games you've had, now like that Liverpool that gasses you up, boss. We've seen Bournemouth turn you inside out
Oh, yeah,
at
Bournemouth
Bro,
won.
the theatre.
Me, man.
At the theatre.
I think one of the first things about United, they need a divorce. Rashford and United need a divorce.
I was telling you, there were
That-
rumors of PSG wanting him once Mbappe leaves.
Because I
Free
think
him.
Free him.
Rashford is indicative of like the kind of players that have let them down over like this
Guys
sustained
are just
period of time.
racist a bit.
No, I think
No.
for me, what I would say is not dependable. He died.
Yeah,
he
I'm
died-
saying, that's what I'm
he
saying.
died
That's
in
what
the
I was trying to get
Purple
into.
patch.
Because in this,
Of which
it
the
is a
purple
purple patch
patches
guy.
this season.
And last
can't
season I
point
told
out
guys
one.
that thing. I was like, Rashford just had like a space of like
Like-
3 months where it just blew up and then that was it. And
You-
I was like, okay,
you
fine,
guys-
yeah, you have scored all these goals in 3 months, but where have you been for this other part of the season? You know, type thing. And he's so inconsistent, man. This season he's going to give 20 goals, that season he's going to act like he doesn't. He's not bothered at all. And he has done it enough times for us to all say that Rashford is not.
But those are the hard decisions you have to
You
make
have to
yeah,
if
and
you're
that's
moving
it has to
on
be that
or
hard
not.
decision.
You guys are enjoying this. Eh?
No, it's hard.
Oh, but then you're also throwing your shade, yeah.
For me, I would get rid of, like the way you said, okay, not get rid of Luke Shaw, but look for someone else to
It'd
defend.
be
More
it-
dependable.
Get rid of
A
Rashford.
commendable
Left back.
Yeah, get rid of Rashford. Like
Make
if
Bruno
PSG is
okay.
willing to, I saw they're willing
Yeah, I
what
don't
70
know.
million. Let him go.
No
That's
one
good
can
money.
No one has his creative output
You can't get an accurate.
in the league too. actually.
Ericsson, if you have a good
Retire
CDM behind him.
No,
With
he
your
can't
mid-
run.
With
He
your
can't run.
midfield,
Run,
that's what I'm
midfield
saying. With your
doesn't
midfield,
run.
you guys are going to make him collapse.
He can't run. But I think he's suited for like the last 20 minutes of a game like Brentford, where you need someone to like.
But
Because now even
you guys, we've Mason Mount has not been mentioned. This was anyway. He hasn't been available.
He hasn't been.
So we don't even know how he fits into that team like
He's
that.
got
I think
a
we've seen
goal.
him in what 4 games.
The real 7.
I couldn't believe when he scored. Up to now, I can't accept that he's shot number 7, and then he's running the other side, and I'm seeing 7
7.
on his back. I'm like, we did this nonsense
I
too.
told
This
you,
is-
it used to be a serious
Serious
organization, but those are the levels. and
Also,
it's glorious.
do you trust Ineos?
No,
He's not yet
But those
convinced.
guys have done some good work.
I wanted
in France.
the Arab money.
Yeah. At least you're
Money-
honest. At least
money
you're
should
honest.
be the least
That's
of
the
your worries
issues.
because you've
Spent.
spent and spent and spent.
Spent.
No, I'm not talking
Just-
about the Arab money in regards to the actual money, because I
You
believe
want
even
like-
with Glazers have the money.
Yeah.
We need serious owners. Serious owners to
'Cause
put a structure.
That's the
Right.
whole
But that's
point.
what
You
Ineos
should
is
just
doing.
have a... Yeah, Ineos guys are the ones bringing all
I
those
still
guys
think
in.
there's something shady with Ineos. I hope I'm proven
But
wrong.
up there, they've done good work.
That's the only thing you
I
can
Where?
hope
know
for
that
anyway.
Where?
France with...
Have they won anything?
Has a Nice won a trophy in
Which
France
trophy?
before?
Which
I
trophy?
don't think Ineos was only them.
And we are not Nice. We are Manchester United. So it's a
I
different.
mean, I don't think right now you can have that. Like we are Manchester United.
Wait, we took your boy. What are you
Who?
saying? The Banado guy.
Berada.
Barada guy.
Yeah, now he was a finance guy. Now he's your CEO.
Oh, so he's the one who was cooking the books in the 115.
No, he was the one. He was the one
So he left 'cause he
negotiating
knows.
contracts. If he left, it affects you. Do you know?
How?
Because he was involved.
He was involved. And?
Yeah, it affects you. It affects his
Okay, they
credibility.
come and arrest him as long as it
I don't
proves
think
that
it's
City...
arresting.
As long as it proves that City were actually guilty of 115 charges, I will hand him to the authorities myself on a silver platter.
Nah, but
One-
at the end of the day, like look,
115 charges, and you guys are playing like that. Whose points did they reduce recently?
oh, Nottingham.
Nottingham.
With one charge.
I don't know.
Someone
That's-
has
No,
115.
but this is
This thing takes
first
long.
chill before we're even just trolling City.
Yeah,
man. For them, they have a big case.
it's going to take time
It's
to
going to take a
prove.
longer period of time. No, I'm saying these guys have not won anything, but they are,
Nice.
yeah, but they are not a reputable team.
How reputable are
Okay,
you
where
when
have
you're
they
not
been?
winning?
Okay,
Top 3, top 4. Bro,
from where? Okay, like where were they before? Like let's see, like the whole.
you know the traditional French teams that were running.
Okay, me there's nothing.
PSG,
You will.
Marseille, Lyon, those guys.
There's nothing you will tell
Come
me.
on. What do you want to see from the
I
new
wanted
ownership?
Justin. He was going to, I think, clear all the debt.
I know these guys keep saying like, man, they're not even
Why
sure.
do
Because
these
even
guys-
Ineos
Because no one can get a
doesn't
meeting with
Ineos
him.
plan on improving OT?
Yeah, they actually.
They
they-
put a structure in place. They are going to chop wage bills. So I don't know what you're complaining.
They have brought
about.
some serious
They've not even done
professional
anything yet,
guys.
but you're
What
already
professional
negative
guys?
about-
The guy was cooking City's books.
City's guy,
Who one was
Leicester's
cooking your
guy,
books?
Southampton's guy.
They haven't brought in those
Newcastle's-
other two guys.
They haven't yet confirmed them.
They haven't brought in
But
anyone
your
else
Dinashot is
besides.
a Newcastle guy. But you're going to get.
It's very good.
There is now a structure. No one is going to be giving out crazy deals.
But I need to know.
You know how much were they giving De Gea on this new deal before they
Hey,
retracted it?
Yeah, they were
I
going to
mean,
give him a new
it was a
contract.
decline. It was.
it was a cut. He took
Yeah,
a
I'm
cut.
saying it was a cut. That's what I
took
meant.
a cut.
He was in a higher 300. But now with the new ownership, they plan to cut down. So you should be more optimistic with what's coming in. Don't.
Obviously,
Be
you
a
guys would
pessimist.
say it's your ops.
No, me, I want Ten Hag to stay. That's the only.
Obviously, I don't
That-
care
that's the
about
one-
you guys.
that's the
However
one I want.
poorly you perform.
You
I
guys
would love
are
that.
Osama bin Laden
If
worshippers.
Ten Hag makes everyone shut up next season.
If you win
Goes
the
for
FA
league.
this year,
How?
No, I've told you the only
He's going to
conditions I
struggle
will.
against Coventry. Do you remember you guys suffered against Newport? Do you remember that game?
okay. Also, that's why I said you tournament football is very different. Those small
Those
who
full
did
teams.
Coventry gave Wolves.
I have a
Wolves,
dream. I have a dream. These are the only conditions under which that man stays. He has already spoiled Klopp's quadruple dream.
Oh,
I
that
need
one.
him to spoil City's FA Cup party.
That's if we
And
get past Chelsea.
if he puts the coffin, the nail in the coffin for Arsenal's title hopes, give him another contract. Even.
Just and you keep being a mediocre
The
team.
team.
All this. If I had to go through this to witness your tears, I would. Sign me up.
So you're willing to go another 6 years without a trophy?
Not 6.
No, I'm just giving a hypothetical.
No, this season particular, where we are conceding.
But
31
you've spoiled,
shots.
you've spoiled everyone's dream. But
Exactly. We are
Carl.
all suffering.
The standards have dropped.
No, because it's the only realistic way out for me.
Because
Like,
even if you wait for my tears, you will have to wait.
no, you're going to see me.
It's the same thing I was telling you.
You're going to see me in like 3-4 weeks, right?
Yeah.
We'll talk then.
I said we are still going to be competitive. United has to rebuild.
That's
You
what
know,
I'm saying.
to be good again, it's going to take you like
Okay,
It's
3-4 years.
okay.
So
if
again-
I have to call you bottlers
There's a-
again,
Oh, we
But how are they
bottlers.
bottling this season?
they had it in December,
Did
didn't
they?
you? Oh,
December
that
is
wasn't
too
a bottle
early,
job.
bro.
Oh,
It's
it
too
was a
early
bottle
to be.
job. A 1-month bottle job. No, also you've gotten your hopes high, you know what I mean, the title race, and then we just snatch it out of it. Out of your group, out of it. Hey, jeez, I'm having a nice
We'll hold a quick 4-piece. Or the most haram 1-0 and you cry.
Like I've said, the only way that man stays is if we snatch a chain in that game.
Is that really snatching a chain?
Okay, not snatch a chain,
Yeah.
but like we kill all your
Kill the hopes.
all your Premier League hopes, because I think last 3 games.
Okay, but the standards have dropped. Bro.
It's okay for this season.
I guarantee you, I know many. Man
Whatever
United
you
fans
say.
whose ultimate happiness is that.
That's their trophy
That's what
this
they
season.
want to
Yeah.
happen.
And
That is where
Guys,
we
guys already on some. Man, I hope the trophy stays in Manchester, and I'm like, so what? It's for another
That's
team.
your biggest rival.
Then again, and again, he's real happy. He's telling you, man, as long as even if that is stay in Manchester, and I'm like, bro, it will be in this other guy's trophy cabinet, even if you say it was Manchester.
No,
I'm
I
going
also-
to celebrate with you.
Liverpool is also not too far away from
Yeah,
you guys.
and I'm
They're
like,
just
what?
the other side.
I also don't want the 4-peat. So anyone besides City and Arsenal, we can't spoil.
But then you still twerk for City.
And then Liverpool,
twerks for
Liverpool
City?
overtake
guys
your
twerk
trophy.
for us.
neutrals, we know the neutrals yesterday.
Liverpool overtake your trophy. Hall.
No, they get
they already
20.
overtook it, so it's
Yeah.
already. I mean, they have 5-6 Champions League.
No, general. All
Six
trophies,
champs.
yes, they pass.
6 is nothing to,
champs.
and we can't compete in the Champions League, so it is what it is.
But
But you see how the standards have dropped, right?
he has been limited. He has been limited.
Yeah, because
to
now-
hate watching.
Listen,
Yeah.
I will find small moments of happiness in your misery. That's the whole essence of a hate watch. I'm like Norman Osborn.
Anyway, let's look around at the other games. What were your thoughts on the Brighton Liverpool match? Obviously, me on paper, it always looked like
Looked easy.
Liverpool were going to get that win. Even when Brighton went ahead, I was like, Anfield tax is a real thing, of which there were too many transition chances. And sometimes Liverpool is too wasteful, but you realize ever since Endo came in and he's 6 now, McAllister
McAllister.
plays his natural position. He has been of which he has 5 assists, I think, with Liverpool. Those are more than all the assists he had in the games he played for Brighton.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So ever since he has been in his natural position, because you saw the Salah goal, the way they moved around the defense, Dunk is out of position, they cut it back to McAllister, precise pass to Salah, and from there Salah can't forgive. Of which the chances Liverpool had in transition, they also a bit wasteful yesterday.
Yeah.
But in total summation, I always felt they would come back and win that game. So for like Liverpool, Brighton, did you have any doubt of Liverpool not getting those 3 points?
For me, I was just trying to say, sometimes there's such a thing as scoring too early, especially if you're the underdog. You can Welbeck score too early and you just know, man, it's going to be difficult to hold that lead. I mean, Brighton.
But Brighton has had some tight games with Liverpool.
Liverpool,
I think last
yeah.
season they have a 3-3 draw somewhere.
Actually,
Yeah,
this
but
was-
then, man, Liverpool's going for a title here, bro. And, you know, okay, one thing I would say is Brighton scared them via build-up. I would say that, but yeah, ultimately it's still the same thing. You'd expect Liverpool to get the point. Me, I'm trying to wait for like Wolves. I think Wolves.
That's
Gary
their
O'Neill
last
is
game,
a
right?
Gary O'Neill is a serious manager when
Wolves,
he wants
Wolves,
to
and they also have Villa, right?
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Wolves, Villa. Those are
Wait, we
games I
all
want to
have
see
Villa
them.
as well?
be. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see them there.
But I think this was Klopp's first time to beat De Zerbi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he
that's
did.
why they were saying like Brighton could have done something. But of course they didn't seem
And
after they scored the first goal, they didn't seem convincing.
Yeah.
Anfield
that's
taxes. And As Liverpool were wasteful as well.
Yeah, true.
It is Anfield tax.
So
Those guys really
they
lose
won.
at Anfield.
I'm sure
Like,
they
don't
were
lose at Anfield.
the happiest team with the weekend results.
Liverpool.
2 points. It's all in their hands. So
It's theirs
we'll
to
see
lose
how
now.
it plays out. Then we move on to Chelsea failing to beat a 10-man
But you know how crazy it is
10-man
that
Burnley.
you know how crazy it is that Chelsea is flopping like this and just goes unnoticed. Like we can,
Unnoticed.
That's what I'm
we
saying.
can hardly beat.
We don't
others.
care anymore.
No, like
Of which traditionally they are meant to be a big, but if it was any other team,
like
that
look at the whole
was-
context. 1 billion spent. What? Like you have all these young players.
Yeah.
Keith, I hope you watch this. Come out from wherever.
Because-
Mauricio Pochettino, like
and
like
they
it's
get
like,
the
alright.
least amount
Not
of
of-
slack out of
That's
any
what I'm
other
saying.
team.
But
It's
do you
like
know how
everything
crazy
they-
Chelsea fans still even move on Twitter right now?
They still be moving mad, bro.
Bro, you can think they just
You
won the
can think
Champions
they are
League.
Debo.
You guys are
Cold
just-
Palmer, eh? Cold
Ah, no, that's our only bright
Guys are-
spot from their
okay,
season.
okay, fine. Cole Palmer has done well, but I'm
I
already
know
saying
a
guys
Cole
are like
Palmer
guys
hater,
are
yeah.
like man, guys are saying like over Declan Rice, Rodri are supposed to be players of the season. What about Cole Palmer? I'm like,
Bro,
are you fucking okay? Sorry for casting. Are you serious? Like,
We're
you
talking
cut that
about
out.
yeah.
it's cow.
Like, are you serious? Like, the context is so different.
Different.
So like even yesterday, I'm on my Twitter and I'm like, so our guys are jazzing for our poor performance, like for the
Boring.
defensive performance, eh?
Offensively,
But
yes.
then,
Best team
yeah,
out
okay,
of
yeah,
possession.
actually for the offensive performance. But like Liverpool and City have not taken any points from us like this season, eh? And then like some Chelsea fan commented down like even us, but it's not a flex. And I asked him, what is the context? Then the guy just laughs. I already told you it's not a flex. And I'm like, God, this guy.
Because with the season, honestly, with the season they've had, they don't get enough.
Even
don't
last
get enough.
season,
They
last
don't
season
catch enough flack.
was like that. And like, even still here, still guys saying Thiago Silva is one of the best CBs in the Prem. I'm like, really?
But you,
Because he's a good centre
Yeah.
back, but
He's good, but
they
he's
will
not top
overhype
5.
him for his one good performance out
He's
of
not
how
top
many
5 in the
games.
league.
but you guys saw like before the weekend, yeah.
Eh.
The Premier League posted the table of last season. And,
Yeah,
this season. And Chelsea
these
was
guys are
not.
there.
No,
And
they
everyone
didn't
just
bother.
child. Everyone just child.
11.
Yeah, they were still 11
Because-
last season.
But
Like, at that
let
point-
it be any of us.
That's what I'm saying.
Huh.
Let it be City. Let it be
Arsenal.
Let it be United. Let it be Arsenal.
With the oil man, you guys will have us.
Yeah, with City.
You guys will have
I
us.
promise.
We have City.
You guys are going to
See,
have
there are
us.
some loud
Look
City
at the way
fans on
Twitter.
Twitter.
Guys talked about City when in Pep's first season and they didn't win. Like everyone was like, it's over.
His
they
tactics are not
did.
going to work in England.
Yeah, I think these are the guys who are just from winning.
Then-
Because
Premier
imagine,
League
okay,
still.
imagine a City, like a Pep City 11th at this point in the season, and those
they would be-
performances.
even now, the City
Jazz.
fans have been too spoiled that
Even
some
if-
of them even go
They are-
against.
Look at how
Yeah.
now.
we're having a field day. Man United just being in and about there in European places, and we're having a field day on Richard.
Because we are
Bro,
big.
Chelsea like we
Exactly. So why do Chelsea fans
Yes, not
put themselves aside? Obviously,
they
they
have
won
They have won things
European
in the past.
trophies, but
Right now we are here. We're here
Not
right
to
now.
defend them, but the circumstances they are in is not their making.
What is it? What are the, okay.
okay.
yes.
Like in what
If
sense?
Russia didn't decide to invade Ukraine,
Man, they lost Oroma.
they,
yeah.
they lost Roman, and that's why they're in that position.
But bro, you have.
So they are literally paying for a war.
war.
They-
Did
So
you
for
see-
me,
and
one
did you see-
thing I keep trying to tell
and
Chelsea
the
fans is
fact
that
we know that, the fact that we know that, okay,
nah, Chelsea never get enough.
They never
flack
get
for
enough
anything,
heat.
I
no,
promise.
I know with Roman they would never be in 11th,
True.
7th, 8th
Ah,
years.
they were
What
11th with
about
Roman.
that year
They were
when
11th with
they got,
Roman
when
once.
they got Mourinho
I
sacked?
think they sacked like 3 managers this season, right?
No,
3
they
or
sacked
2.
Mourinho. Then they
What
brought
you are
Aban-
saying is he would still be sacking people, but
Aban-
maybe the policies are not what their
Right.
policies are now. Because I saw some policy with Todd Bowley. They are going to have like a
5
management change period. I think
5
maybe.
years, yeah.
So
Those guys, that's,
in like
that's pure
2027,
private equity
you'll
guys.
be
You
out. I'm like,
switch,
bro,
yeah.
There also has to be something
these guys
said
run it like
about
an
that.
American sport franchise.
It's a business.
Whatever, this is not that
No.
bad.
So I think that's why I personally don't banter them.
Because
that
no,
much.
look at
No,
it.
and-
Look at this game in particular. Chelsea versus Burnley.
Burnley.
You're at Stamford
Red
Bridge.
card.
Burnley
That guys
has
have
a red
Of
card.
which that Burnley, the yellow is a bit fugazi.
They give company a red
It's
card.
It's
Yeah.
a soft one. And
It was really soft.
We
That,
complained.
that's not a pain, bro.
Kawa.
That's not a pain. in my
Immediate
opinion.
Copa scores a pen.
Company red
At
card.
the edge of the box,
This guy comes with a kung
you're
fu
just
kick.
scoring, I think.
Yeah.
Goal out of nowhere, like Kawa.
One
You're
man.
against
10 men.
Burnley. They are fight at home. Stanford. This is a context. Stanford Bridge.
Man, guys, just
And then Cole Palmer, good interplay. Sterling puts him through, converts. They think they have the game. From a set piece, I don't know how they let that guy run. Of which both teams had the opportunity to win it at their death because Jerry Rodriguez missed. Sterling also missed a header.
It's just like,
but
bro,
no one hears anything about it. We
it's just like, bro,
move
it's
on
like
with our
the
normal
only
day.
time you only see Chelsea fans crying on Twitter for themselves. You don't see like,
Actually, I've never even seen them crying.
how can you see one of them
Nah.
like
I don't know
retweet?
if
what I'm saying,
Like you see you guys retweeting CFC mod, what?
Yeah, mod and Janti.
Those
That
fake
guy.
guys. Man, those guys even reason like the entire fan base CFC mod. Man, you see,
what
you
I'm
guys see
saying
Chelsea
is
guys,
they've been in the trenches for too long. It's now the standard.
Which too low.
Too long, it's just 2
Because
seasons.
and the other thing they always said, like in their down period, their down years, they
When we
still
come
managed
back,
to get like a champion. Somehow came
They are
and
still
won
in
a
the
Prem
FA,
as well.
right?
But
Yeah.
They're still in
yeah,
the
obviously. If we look back, can we say that Pochettino has had a successful season because he went to the Carabao
Final. He's in the
the
FA semi.
If you get time, you go on my Twitter, you'll see the Chelsea fan who bored me with that start off. Even us.
Even us.
You'll see him. That's all I can tell you. You'll go to my Twitter.
But they don't
same
get
guy,
enough heat.
same said guy at the beginning of the season was like, man, this was really trying to contextualize to me this season, and I'm not joking. I'm not joking. This guy was like, you see how like when Mourinho finished 10th, then they hired Conte, and then next season they were up again and they won.
Yeah.
So this guy's like, that's how Chelsea is. So the guy was trying to use that. Was
After
like,
Lampard.
yeah. So it was like after now like this season where we have like flopped and what with Potter and what. It's automatic that's Chelsea. We are going to win. We are going to win things. What? And I was like, are you really sure that's how it's going to play out? I was like, yeah, we are going to win things. And so one time I asked him. He came back and I asked him. So you guys are not really going to compete for anything, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So I was more in the context of like, why were you on that like BS of like thinking you guys were going to
But
compete?
that's
So
like
the guy said,
they are still stuck in those
let me
days
finish.
of.
Yeah, let me finish. So the guy was like on this stuff of like he was like my players are still good, it's just that the system what. So I was like, what do you mean the system? Even the players have to take some blame, right? So he was like, no, our players are actually better than the system. So I was like, okay, you name. So the guy said to me, Silva is a better CD than Gabriel, etc. So he was trying to make that thing like
Everyone has
this the better
conversations
players
like
are in there. So I asked him, okay, if your players are that good, what explains your league position? So the guy asked me, and I kid you not, he said, what does winning have to do with our league position? And I looked and I was like, what determines where you are in the league table?
That's a Chelsea fan for you. But I would say this, man. They don't get enough
heat.
flack.
They don't.
Maybe they have like a small pitch, their acadome there. No one cares about them. But I promise you, if it's any other team amongst us that spends that much,
Money and finishes 11.
of which you can't keep firing managers every
Giant
season. Every
work.
season,
That's our
every
private
season.
equity playbook. The Todd Bowley guy is a private equity guy. That's how private equity guys run.
Right?
We have
Twice.
Did it twice,
those
yeah.
are years.
And guys judged for us.
It wasn't Unai. Like one Unai own.
Yeah. There's a Unai one.
The half one.
Unai finished fifth.
Fifth.
Then the season after, he was sacked. That's when Ateta took over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then
he finished
Ateta,
eighth.
by that
Oh.
time, but it was so obvious that we were going
Yeah.
to finish in around there. Then Ateta's second season
But
was a bit
that's-
very underwhelming.
The flack we caught, but it's deserving. But them, you won't hear.
And it was deserving. It was okay.
Yeah,
fine.
you won't hear anything.
You don't feel-
This is football heritage.
That's the thing. Like,
So yeah,
See how they play.
Man, even them
Where
being
they
owned by a
play.
private equity guy, I think is going to mess with them.
it's going to
Like,
mess with them a lot.
when you're owned by private equity,
then
they just load you with debt. bro.
I'll finish off with these last few games. If we look around from the fixtures from the weekend, the most interesting fixture for me out of the Saturday games must have been West Ham Newcastle.
Yeah.
How that and I'll ask this: do you think West Ham should fire Moyes?
I think
'Cause-
if they want to become, I think West Ham is a team that really wants to try and take
And
that
they are
next step.
spending money. I promise.
Yeah, they
you.
want to take that
They are
next step.
spending
I think
money.
they have to.
They have
they have
quality players. Some quality players.
What I will say is that
Paqueta
they have
class.
they should
Could
never like just straight
Kudus
out
as well.
they should never just straight out sack Moyes. They should like give him that respect. Maybe leave him finish the season and
He
that's
won
it.
But
conference.
before last season,
Okay, I'll
he
go
was
with
in a relegation battle, right? Or the season before that.
They got out of
yeah,
it,
yeah,
then
and
they
then
eventually
then they
went,
focused on
yeah.
Europe.
Yeah.
Then he got them that European trophy. But with how they spent and this result, they were up
3-1.
3-1 at some point. Newcastle get a pen.
But yeah, it's
3-2.
true. It's true. West Ham must
Habib
move away
and-
from him.
They came back and I'm like, bro, this Moyes guy can't be real at
That
this
boy
point.
is cold though.
Who?
Have you banned?
The other one. The
Isak.
tall Isak.
Yeah.
I would have him. I
Underrated.
would have him.
Boy is nice.
His injury record though is bad.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, but
injury
he's
prone.
nice.
He's injury
But
prone.
he's
he's
nice.
nice,
He's
for
nice.
sure. He's nice. Hey, boy. is nice.
Because for me, I think Moyes is on a thin line now.
You think he's
man.
Jesus of gum?
Yeah.
I-
After this season, I
But
think
it's
he's
clear to
probably
see West Ham
gone.
want to be that team that takes that next step.
Yeah,
right?
they want to
So,
make that happen. 'cause
Obviously, they are going to try and make an appointment of like some fresh manager who can give them new ideas.
I've really been to the trenches. Moyes has never been my manager.
Or like they want to keep like qualifying for those Europe spots.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
they want to be like a
This is a
constant
down
aim.
season.
Mm.
Plus, you've received 100M from Rice. You're most likely going to get a bid for Bowen very soon.
They have some class players around there.
Could do so, I think
To
they
me, I think he's on thin ice. He might be. gone
Paqueta
after this
is not
season.
surviving.
Paqueta is
They
not
are going to
surviving.
have some money.
Hey, man, they shouldn't let him go to City, man.
Ah.
You
Those
guys
are-
want SFP.
They want.
I was about to cuss, but no way.
They wanted him. They wanted
wanted him
before
last season. It's just that-
before the season started.
And
They
now? Now they have.
I don't know
promise
if we
you,
will
can't
maybe
go
see
for
they
function
get
that.
another profile of a player that's cheaper.
Uh,
But these guys wanted
you had
Paqueta.
Phillips. You went and robbed.
That guy is having a howler, man.
Yeah,
Now
because
you want
immediately he
Calvin
jumped
Phillips.
on is when they
Now
consider
you
He
those
has
want
two.
Paqueta.
considered
This is
pens, he
greed.
was red carded.
This is greed.
Really lack of
No.
confidence on his side.
It's
man.
lack of
You
confidence.
can't knock him.
I
He
don't know
wasn't
what-
playing that much at City. They
Who
called
killed
him
him? Who
fat.
killed his career?
Man, but
Let me
you
check.
can't say
Himself.
it's Pep. You also have to.
Himself.
You also
Let me
have to
check.
apply
Let
yourself.
me
Himself,
check.
yeah.
Let me
You have to
check.
apply yourself and compete for those
Because
positions in
I
training.
learned about
This manager called him. His manager used to call
yeah.
him
I
fat.
learned
I
I
said,
learned
yeah.
I learned
Press
Pep's
conference.
rules at his training ground. If you're overweight, even if it's by 1 kilo,
Yeah.
go and train with the kids.
So a robot, eh?
That guy is
Man, it's
probably
just
the most
fitness.
in-shape person.
Yes,
He wants people to be a
fat.
certain weight. He wants you to follow the diet thing. He wants you to.
Maybe part of it
Lunch,
also went
you have to have
there
it together,
and was like,
what?
Man, maybe I'm not
Then-
going to play that match, and he just sort of got stuck in that way.
I think
No,
we'll
but
end
then-
on the.
But then you'd think that him going to West Ham, you'd have more minutes. I think in the first 2 games they gave him, he was starting. Then also
He
Moyes.
considered
He's
that.
Then also
Hey,
Moyes
he's
was like,
too
nah,
rascal.
come
Bro,
off.
And those are the people that kept on getting called for England,
Yeah, true.
and they were leaving talented players
Guys out.
Man, that's why guys hate
because
Southgate
of
also.
guys like that. Anyway, I was saying we'll end on the Tottenham Luton game. I'm honestly tired of this Luton gimmick where they score
score
first
first.
and you expect something from them and they give the lead right back and lose. Of which I don't know if you could check this, but who has lost the most points from a winning position?
I'm not sure.
Because
But
Luton has
They
lost
could be
like-
up there. They could be
Look,
up there.
Luton are too shocking. Every game they were dominating.
No, they are fighters.
They
man.
were dominating Spurs. I'm like, maybe they get something out
Hasn't
of
it
this
been
game.
Spurs to lose the most points from winning
No,
position?
I want to see where Luton is. I'm
I'm
just
sure
saying something.
Luton's up there.
Because they are too annoying. They gave up a whole three goal lead against
Bournemouth.
I'm like, you guys, you can't of which they are just in and there.
But that games are
The relegation.
entertaining.
Yeah,
obviously.
For the
yes, but
neutrals, right?
No, yeah, they are not
they're not
neutrals, they are
These are
agendas.
just football lovers now.
But
Exactly.
if you see Luton, they have some man. Ross Barkley, I think Ross Barkley has played himself into a deal with a bigger team in the league. If
Like
those
a-
guys are to get relegated, because he got like 1 year from Luton,
Mm.
but with his show
Yeah,
case
yeah,
of this
yeah.
year, of which he has been fit, he has played majority
You know,
of
the games. He's
He has
been class
maybe
in
4
most of them.
assists and like 3 or 4 goals in the league. He has controlled some games, and you've seen him against
Big
the
team.
big teams. He has against
Not
the best
faced.
players. He's not faced, and he has moved to them. So,
Brentford is the team that has.
what
Lost.
position is Luton?
Yeah, actually, bro.
They are 4, eh?
Then maybe it's just.
No.
Then maybe it's just
But
against like the
aesthetic
big
of-
teams.
Yeah, the aesthetic of how they keep losing. I'm like, these guys would be way out of the relegation, but of which Nottingham Forest is only ahead of them because of goal difference.
But their games are entertaining.
They are.
They are. No, they are.
We all learn.
That's
like
a,
which game?
yeah. I would want them to stay.
Unlike a
In the
certain
Premier
Because
team.
you've seen Arsenal, Kenny Watford, we almost drew and lost 2 points.
Even
there.
us, we almost
Even
like
United had to
they
give
can
it
take
even,
you.
even City.
Yeah, also
They
City
can
they
give
stress
you a
So
run.
at their home.
They are
yeah.
interesting to watch, but we
can
we
give
always
you
know
unlike
the end
some
result. If you are a decent team, you're going to turn them
And you
over
keep
and win.
pushing, you can.
Yeah, and they never get tired. They don't give up.
There's a game I watched around
Give them
Christmas.
credit, the only team this season to consecutively score in like over 18 games or something like that.
But if you're scoring those games with
Entertainment.
empty calories, man.
For the love of the game.
Again, scoring is already some difficult thing to do
True.
in football.
Me-
So if you're
Have they
constantly
scored more goals than United? That'd be the funniest thing.
Yes, I think they are. Oh, it's the same. I
Either
saw a
way.
stat like
that
that.
would be the
I
funniest
saw a stat
thing.
like that.
Either way. For the love
I think no, I saw a stat like that. Either they have outscored you or it's the same.
leave me alone.
Just check goal scored. I'm sure it's the same or above you.
Either way, they are not above us.
Check.
Because you
Yeah,
United guys and your goals
It was the
scoring
funniest thing.
Check.
I
Yeah.
told you. I had seen.
Someone brought it up and I was dying.
I had seen that.
They're what? They're 12.
These guys are 15. Please read me the teams behind United and we see their company.
Like the last.
Nottingham,
the last.
Nottingham, Crystal Palace, Burnley,
How many
Everton,
goals? First of
Sheffield.
all, how many goals has United scored
40.
this season?
40 goals in 29 games.
Yeah, and these guys have scored 43. Luton.
Luton.
Luton ball. Yeah.
Yes, actually, they should stay up.
And that's it for this episode. See you next week. Like, comment, subscribe, and share with